Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Wednesday. We're so glad you're with us. It's our favorite day of the week here. We get our week revved up. We've got you with us. We're so excited you're here. There are some incredible values, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready to shop. What about you guys? I may be shopping. Let me put it this way. The values are so good tonight. Anything you don't take, I'm taking after the show. 8 o'clock tonight. That Amex is going to be maxed out. It's going to be A-maxed, okay? We are so excited you're here because you've got some values. Listen, steal the values from me. Go ahead. This is your night. We've got amazing deals. You know, the whole world talking about gold. Isn't it great that we've got pieces that were made umpteen years ago that you can get where it's like a 1982 gold price and you get the values today on all of our best. There's a very fancy green diamond here. It's GIA certified. Also have really important blowouts. I'll tell you, nobody's buying jewelry for this price. The price of this stack of jewelry I have in my hands, amazing. It's like costume jewelry pricing, but better. We've got a huge value on museum pieces tonight. Emerald that's brand new. Listen, I know I've been selling out of some Tanzanite bracelets of late with not nearly enough to go around. We remedy that tonight. We've got a great bracelet. It's our emerald cut Tanzanites, but it's a new style you have not seen. It's more of a link style instead of a bangle because, listen, everybody's in their own camp on that. Some of you like bangles, some of you like links. We've got the link style. It's actually a paperclip link. So we'll see that. And then, speaking of arm candy, arm candy, arm candy, arm candy, you know, means different things to different people. But around here, it means a fabulous piece of something to wear on your wrist. Well, we've got a returning favorite here. It is special. This is the all-time best-selling bangle. It looks so designer because, well, it is designer. We are a designer. We do things better than designers. I've got the heavy 7-stone style. This is that one with that burnished diamond weight, all 11 pointers set into the bangle. It's here and returning tonight, probably the last time we see it ever. Ever. We've had a lot of people asking for this. It's coming up. So that's here. And listen, requests. Have you been feeling TVON withdrawals the last 48, actually more than 48 hours? If so, we need your request. Tell us what you'd like to see. We'll help you out with that, okay? So quite the day here, quite the evening, 3 hours alive. And we're going to start with something pretty cool here. Didn't even have it all polished up yet, but this is one of our most affordable. And again, just when you think there's a lot of people who swear off fine jewelry when they hear those headliners and those big worldwide headlines saying, oh, you can't afford jewelry anymore. You can. You just have an access to shop the way nobody else does, and that is T to the V to the O to the N. So are you ready to get started? This one is specialty. Let me go ahead and show you here. I don't know. I might just have to pick it up with the old fingers here. Take a look at this. This is going to be our new Kunzite pendant. We're going to be without a light tonight, so relax, everybody. It's going to be a little bit, things are going to look a lot better in person when you see them than they will on camera. That's just all I have to say about that. It's going to be a night where we're going to have to just expect a little bolder and brighter than what you're even seeing here on camera, but I will come in close and we'll take a look at this really good Kunzite, and it's going to be our 2-carat 61 in 9412, getting us started Wednesday nights here. By the way, gentlemen, we've got a ring for you. It's a new one. We've got a cat's eye chrysoberyl. Oh yeah, the cat's eye chrysoberyl. I cannot remember if we've ever had one for the gents either. So tonight is the night. We bring you a lot of discounts. Color change sphene. I know I've been taking requests the last few days. A lot of you looking for things you missed out on. We had a very busy week last week. So I think that's, you know, that's October for you. Starts to get into that fall time of year when we got people coming back to TV and ready to do some shopping. Sit back, relax, enjoy the values coming straight to your doorstep. And yet this is our 261. Also 3 points in diamond stacked up above, white gold or yellow or rose. Remember, it's going to take a little extra time if you need it in a different gold color, but other than that, out to you next day. Tomorrow's Thursday. We can ship. We can ship out everything. You want anything from this show, if it's a one of a kind that we can't change the gold color, rest assured it's going to go right out to you. If I have to come in here myself and pack jewelry, I will. It wreaks havoc on the nails, I will say. I had to tape a box, ruined a nail entirely, just ruined it. I mean, ruined it. It's just not, it's not one of those things that you do with fancy nails, but you know what? I'm willing to do it for you guys. So here we are. This is a really important 261 and it's one only, and we're going to see who's out there. This is my little test of the emergency shopping system. And we're going to see who's with us, ready to go. And again, if you like a big value, if you like a great piece, here's what I recommend doing. The best way to shop around here is dial in the second you see something that you love. If you're waiting any longer than that, you will miss out. It is that simple. We have limited quantities, mostly one of a kinds. That also means they can go right out to you, so you're not waiting, okay? And here's what we're going to do on this one. It's under $1,000. It's going way less than $9.99 as well. You get to have a huge savings on what is that east-west set emerald cut. I know you're anxious to see the length and all that. See it on the neckline as well. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Oh yeah. And we'll get all set up here. There we go. go. Look at that. Isn't that great? So this really takes the body of the stone, puts it more east to west, as I was saying, then north to south, but you're still going to get a ½ inch. So it makes it very wearable, and you still see the beautiful gleam off an emerald cut. When you've got that emerald cutting, no matter how it's set, north, south, east, west, you're still going to see that. So there's our look from a distance. It's got, it kind of like, it's a little shaded. So like, in other words, depending on the light you're in, lesser or more, you're going to see different colors. Yes, there's a pink element. Yes, there's a purple. When you have them together, they look almost like that beautiful orchid we love to see of the high-end Kunzites. It's not $9.99, $8.99, $7.99. So big value when we got a stone that's really fantastic. That not too large. Most of the time when we see Kunzite pendants, they are very, very, very large. They're big statement styles, and that means most of you going, I can't wear that every day. That's not for me. This is that style you wear every single day. Live in it. Loving it, rare stone, pink spodumene, but again, what you look for is you don't want just pink. If you're getting just pink in your Kunzite, that is not top quality. You want to get something that has more of that element of purple and blue. When you start to see periwinkles and lavenders, that's when you know you got a superstar Kunzite, and this is it. Take a look at it again, not $7.99, $7.77, $6.99. I have got full permission, actually instructions to move everything under cost. I think we can, just for this Wednesday, okay, it's a one-night deal, one night only, just one night. This is like your big one night only, you know, that superstar that you love watching, you know, maybe you love that performer, that artist, that painter at a museum with the new exhibit. Maybe it's going to be that sculptor. Maybe it's going to be just someone you love to like listen to their music. Well, here's how you go. Here's how you get it. This is a one night only engagement here, and we're going to make it better than $6.99. How about $599? One caller, we reward the early birds and well. So there it is. That's our big Wednesday, just a start. We've got more for you. Donna, if you happen to be with me, I already message you, but if you need a, I know she's been waiting on a green diamond. We had a good one, and I can't get over how affordable the thing is. It's over a carat green diamond, and it's just so completely affordable. So yes, that's really, really important too. And then we've got also, who else is fabulous and joining us tonight? Hey, Risa joining us from New York. Love that. Hey, Kirsten, thank you so much. You guys are ready, set to shop. All right, ready, set, shop is how I say it. So here we are giving you the green light, okay, in that beautiful pinky stone that's going to be even more vibrant when you see it in person. All right, are you guys ready? We got the big blowouts all night. There's an amethyst here in a fancy cut. We got some pink sapphires, gold necklace. You decide. If you have anything you're just hoping, you're just saying, I just hope she shows this. Well, why not, instead of playing, you know how much I love to be clairvoyant. I mean, I love that. And boy, oh boy, would I have a shop on Ventura Boulevard if I was like one of those psychics. I would be, can you imagine the business I would do, right? But I'm not. So again, I mean, only sometimes, but not all the time every day. So here's what you do. You use that phone number, use it wisely, use it often, so you can call us and tell us. Just tell us. Give me the instructions. Tell me what to do. I follow directions well. So just tell me what you want to see, and we will do that for you, okay? So just tell us what you need, what you're looking for. How about a big discount on a 2-carat emerald cut ruby? That's here tonight. We've got a huge aqua in a pendant, one of my best of the opals that have ever been here. And I'm talking about all the opals, and we've had a number of them. But we got a great looking opal for you. We've also got some weekend previews. I know it's only Wednesday, but we get ready to get you started with the weekend. There's a lot of special things happening. Okay, so if you like big diamonds, they're a-coming. If you want a little preview of the green diamond, it is oh so good. And here it is. This is one that we don't usually see actual green diamonds. And you know what's funny? The GIA, being as strict as they are, they've actually labeled it in a very distinct way, but it's going to really help you get the price of lifetime on that green diamond. So if you've been wanting a carat plus in the green diamond, we've got it. That's exactly what I love to see, is that really bright green where there's really none of the mossy tones and none of the browns. And that's what you have there. So we will talk about it. Here's our Gent style though. I think that anytime, oh man, does it need polishing? Well, brand new, sometimes they're in a rush to get out of here on a Wednesday night and beat that playoff traffic. So here's, I know I had to dodge it all day, and we'll be dodging it on the way home too. But here's where, again, it's got a little better polish. I worked it a little bit better there for you. But here we go with 112-0248, and this would be my 118. I think that Kunzite pendant may be gone, so it's just a matter of time. Everything does go. There's our carat 18. That is a cat's eye chrysoberyl, but still a little different than we sometimes see, because they can be, as you know, a variety of different hues or shades, and Is that what you're taking, Jason, the Kunzite? All right, so it sounds like, we'll find out. I think that one's going. But this is really a deeper kind of olive tone, I would say, in the green. And it's item number 11200248. So 118 plus your 33 points in the diamonds. It acts as an octagon around. But of course, these are round brilliant diamonds. They're octagon set, meaning it's an octagon shape, but it's subtle. And there's going to be that continuous kind of little detailing on the sides there as well. And you've got all those bigger diamonds. Now, that's the beauty of the channel. If you're going, oh, look, there's a little like spacing between them. That's kind of the fun of when you have a round brilliant, they're never going to sit completely side by side, especially when they're done where they're set, like, think of it like, I don't know why this reference is coming to mind. I haven't probably bowled since I was 12 years old, but you know, like when the bowling ball's going down the, what they call the gutter. So I like to keep us out of the gutter around here, but sometimes it happens and what, you know, just it comes out. But here's where, again, so think of like that bowling ball in two grooves, essentially. It's being held by the two outer rows of the gold. You have one of our rarest stones being chrysoberyl. It's got plenty of durability for you as well, in that the whole chrysoberyl family is going to be 8.5 on the Mohs scale. So you got wearability there for our guys who, you know, tend to be rougher on everything, but rougher on their jewelry as well. So tends to be something we don't like to see really soft stones in gents rings. It's in the yellow gold now. You can change it if you want. Hi. So I guess this is my cue. We'll just talk a little bit about it. 33 points, fully under gallery. We do all of our gents rings with an under gallery. It doesn't mean it has to be a gents ring. It could be a ladies ring as well. So you've really got that option. Obviously no rules with jewelry. No rules. That's what I love about it. So take a look at it. And this one will show on the hand here. It's a mid-sized gents ring, I would say. It's got that great finishing there. It's the honeycomb under gallery. So that's going to make sure and just ensure that it's comfortable for you. Here's what it looks like on. It's going to be, again, slightly darker than normal here, but again, please bear with me on that. And we'll get you a great value. So this is where gents rings don't normally go. And you probably know that, you know, there have been worldwide records set now in gold, and that's something that we didn't think it would go any higher, but I've been telling you it would, and it did. And it's floating, you know, around $4,100 an ounce. And that's where you would, you know, shop anywhere else you go. Remember, we have made pieces that in some cases have been really manufactured as far as these mountings a long time ago during our summertime sale when we were melting things down. Remember all the things you didn't buy during the summer sale, and there weren't many, but still they were utilized well. We melted those down. It's what's giving us such great value, so that, you know, just when you think, well, I can't afford gold anywhere else, that may be the case, but here you can. So take a look at this one. This is going to be our carat 18. We're going to blow it out right now. Huge value, and I don't ever have gents rings at this price, and I've been here 9 years. And I don't remember having more than 5 gents rings at this price ever. So again, go ahead and forget everything you read and forget everything you know. We are going back in time here, and we will make that less than $5,999. A lot better for you, a lot more helpful on this price tag. And we'll go ahead and send it out right now for $1,999 instead. So a much better way to go. You can't touch that price anywhere, even if you were just talking melt. So Jason, how about you? Did you pick up the Kunzite pendant or something else? Oh, you did get it. Who was that? Hi, now, Donna. It wasn't Donna B in Oklahoma, was it? Okay, because I messaged her earlier, so I thought, wouldn't that be a coincidence if she was here and happened to be watching? All right, so because I know I have something that she's really going to like tonight. And I always do that. If you guys give me a request, even if it was years ago, if I see something, I kind of keep that Rolodex of requests in my mind. So the mental Rolodex, don't worry, I'm not that old school where I actually have a Rolodex. I don't have one of those. I don't think I ever did. But you know, it's one of those mentally, like little file cabinets of different things in my head. So tend to keep your request top of mind, and so we do have something in green diamond as I previewed. Now there's also going to be a color change sphene that is brand new in a pendant, which is how we best like to see them set. So we'll get to that next, and that's one of our phenomenal stones like this one. That's a cat's eye phenomena, so a chatoyancy. Here's our next, which is going to go to color. Ooh, look at that radiant cut. Stop me in my verbal tracks there. 112-9414 is now. This is a color changing sphene. It has a double halo, diamonds in the bail. 135 is the stone. I will tell you right now, it looks bigger than that. I looked at this and I had not read the carat weight because I was in a meeting, and honestly it went long, and so I did not have a chance to like go through everything the way I normally would and like memorize everything in advance. But I will tell you this, 9414, I looked at it and I just saw the carat weight for the first time, and I'm shocked because I looked visually and thought it was a 2.5 or 3. So you're getting a much bigger look, in part thanks to that elongation of the radiant cut. Now you're also seeing it almost looks like 2 stones in one, doesn't it? That's just the way it's sitting right here. But you see how, every side just glitters. It does. It looks like two stones. It is one. That's in the radiant cutting. It's a carat 35 with 42 points in diamonds. We have one. It's in yellow gold. You can change it if you'd like, so we will do that on the house. You don't have to leave it in the yellow gold if you want to go white or rose. No problem. Yes, we even do rose gold on our pendants. So this is the way to go if you want something brand new, and I promise you it is crazy affordable. So this is when true test of how important it's going to be to call in early. Rapido, mi amigos, okay? This is going to be really important here, and we'll get you a major look here at the length here. So this is real. Look at that. That is a little over 3/4 of an inch, really 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. Put your favorite chain, including your DBTYs, with it. Here's what it looks like from a distance away on the neckline, so you can also see the power of that stone. And again, we're without a lot of light, so no matter how you're seeing it in lower light. Wait till this gets the light, because that's where it's really going to excel and give you so much more of that brilliance and dispersion that we know is so high end with this stone. One of our best, one of our most dispersive stones. And when I say we or our, I'm talking about Mother Nature, the whole gemstone world. And this is something that really is only here, and color changes from green to red, but still gives you all that dispersion. And we have one, and it's going to be, I know, supposed to be $59.99. It will not be. Come on in very, very quickly. This is a Wednesday. We're glad to have you. We have 2 hours and 45. You give me your requests. You check out what we have. You see all those top of the hours. We're going to have previews of the weekend. We're going to have the returning favorite 77-point diamond bangle with that massive gold weight. No, we didn't lighten it. No, we did not. We did not lighten it or hollow it out. So all the quality you want coming up at an incredible value. But this one's got to go. Let's make it better than 5,004 or 3. I'm not even doing $29.99. We have one. That is it. That's always the case with the color change sphenes every single time. Do not wait. This is your moment. It's not even $19.99, and a really good size stone here. I just wish let me see if I can polish it any better for at least the moment here. There we go. A little bit better there. So we'll take it even lower than 19. This one's going to fly. The sphene pendants, all of our sphenes, but especially pendants, because they're so very wearable. They've been going very quickly. So keep that in mind. It's not 19, 18, 17, 99. I mean, I told you, I'm going to blow out everything. This could be arguably the best show you see till the end of the year. And I mean that. It really is true. This is the one you want to shop. It is incredible. And guess what? We'll do better than 1777, one of the most collectible stones in the world. A phenomenal one source and highly dispersive. It's got so much going on. This is could be considered the kitchen sink stone, because it just has a little bit of everything we would want in a gem. And yet it just needs a home. That's the only thing it's missing right now, is a great home to go to. Maybe your favorite chain, put it on your DBTY or anything else you got, and we'll make it better than 1777. How about $1,699? And we'll give it 60, actually 30 will probably be enough, because that is not going to stick around. It is one of the coolest. And I also have a 2-carat plus diamond, a 2-carat 13 yellow diamond. It is the 213 with a massive amount of diamonds around it. Should be $35,000. I got a new discount on that one. So all the goods are here. Plus, you heard me say it at the beginning of the show, a Tanzanite bracelet, not the bangle. That's already long gone. That was gone a couple days ago. We have the beautiful link style bracelet. Paper clip links, bigger diamonds. Wait till you see it. And I know those of you that have reached out said, I missed out on the Tanzanite bracelet. Please tell me you can bring one back. We will have that tonight, okay? So it's coming up soon. And then we have a big discount on an opal piece. I've got an incredible diamond highway style ring. All the diamonds in the world. We're going to see that together as well, but only $16.99 for that one. And if you like a bigger pendant, look at this opal, just on clearance. One of those that should have been in the summer sale, and never mind, this one does not want to come out of its baggie here. So let me see if I can help it along here and show you, because this one did not. I'm not sure it was ready for its close-up, but there it is. There's the big opal. And this has got that incredible scroll work that's going to be that wearable style, east to west, north to south, big statement style pendant. We'll blow it out real quick, 4720. It's opal. Let me go ahead and zoom back here. I'm going to try to keep it there while I walk around and do my zoom here. But look at that. That is a great piece. And call me, because again, the Gent's ring, already verifying, and so is that color change sphene. We got a couple people in that one, but I have one ofs on everything almost. I think I've got one exception today, and that might be my diamond bangle, and that's it. So yeah, bank on it being a one only, but here we go with 18 karat. Yes, 18 karat. You know, sometimes when we see the white metals and they get affordable, it's platinum, because platinum's so much more affordable than gold, especially now gold is crazy. But yeah, and I told you it was gonna happen, and it's happening, and I don't wanna think about where it's gonna be next month or the month after that, or even end of the year. I don't even want to think about it. So get your jewelry now. Here's 18 karat white gold, but of course this was actually made years ago. It's a designer piece with that 18 karat both mirror finish, but mostly diamonds. And then that's a 306 that's looking like a 6 karat Australian lightning ridge opal and 61 points in diamonds as well. And it's almost like layers of gold because that's where it's going to give you that versatility. You can wear it anywhere you want. Essentially the whole piece, if I show it from the side profile, everything is a bail. So you can get creative. If you have a thin enough chain, which it comes with this chain, by the way, you can get creative in how you wear it. It can be north to south, it can be east to west, wear it as you like, but you see that opal there. And it's also a thinner, meaning less, it's a more of a shallow cut, so it's going to give you a really big size. And did they put this chain on wrong? I see it's kind of linked up here with the design itself. So for a little reference point, this one I got to untangle from the design itself, but we can still show it more or less. I'll kind of prop it up here so you can see what that one looks like. And again, the chain's just hooked onto one of these little scrolls. So I'll have to get in with my tweezers there. But just to see the size and dimension, let me give you a look at it with the ruler and then we'll show it on. But obviously it's not going to last with this discount. And you can see the great finishing it has. And we'll see what we can do here. This one just has all kinds of issues. Didn't want to come out of the bag. Chain is looped up in the design, but you can see it's 2 inches top to bottom. And this chain is going to be one of those that really is going to come in handy for a lot of different pieces because it is adjustable. There again is the back. Here's your adjustability. So that's how it's going to slide to make it shorter. And then you've got that spring ring closure. That's also in 18 karat gold. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. And again, I'm going to have to rework that. I'm just going to have to take the chain off. But you can kind of get an idea. It's for scale, really, to get an idea. 2 inches top to bottom. I will just go ahead and try my mightiest here. And we'll take a look at something else in the meantime because my goodness, I'm going to have to really work my tweezers through to get that chain out of where it's not supposed to be. And we'll help you out with a request as well for one of our online requesters. But we do have, again, okay, all solved on the pendant. The pendant's good to go now. There's our 1999 Gents piece, and here comes the opal. The opal going down in price, no longer going to be that $9,999 that it used to be. We've got some big, oh good, they're the blue wing block D rounds. Well, the earrings coming up next for you. If you want to go ahead, whoever that was, anonymous requester, go ahead and get on the lines because we'll show them next for you. But this is going to be, and again, that chain, all like a mini paper clip link, like a Rolo, flattened so it gives you a lot of surface area and shine, and will make this better than $3,000. It's the chain, it's the gorgeous pendant. You can still work it with the DBTY, wear it east to west or north to south, totally up to you. And that is all natural lightning ridge opal. We'll do it right now under $29. I'm going less than $3,000 and not by $1 either. I'm going even lower than that for you just to make sure it goes. And we'll send it out for $27.77 instead. So another big discount for you on that one and one alone. And we'll see who's got it. That is a really important way to get something incredibly special, just unique and designer, all the things we love, $27.77, and yep, all 18 karat gold, which is about as much 18 karat gold as we're going to see in this show at all overall. So Tanzanite earrings are next. Let's get to them. Here are the rounds. It's 1128225. Take a look. We'll come in a little closer. This is nothing short of a miracle that these are even here at this point, because they have been one of those that it seems like everybody's asking for one thing right now, and it's blue wing block Ds in other things besides rings, because we tend to really have the rings already. I think that's where everyone starts with blue wing block Ds. And then of course, naturally, we love our rings. We want a little bit of extra. We want to complete the set. Here's how you do it. So this is 1128225, a carat 20's worth. You get 60 points in each. And then of course, diamonds. One of the more, I would say, unusual or unique styles of halo. Halo normally indicates little diamonds all the way around, and they usually are rounds. Rounds going around, and that's it. This one's more decorative. You've got the baguettes and the rounds. It really does up the ante of your value of the piece as well, because baguettes are more expensive than round brilliant diamonds. Yes, VS diamonds are always on the up and up because they're such a high quality, but here, even more expensive when you get the baguettes. They have to be, of course, ultra high clarity. They would show off, usually they have to be more of a VVS. Typically, we always say VS minimum, and that's what we mean. If you get VVS, please don't sue us. I mean, that's just, again, what you get with a VS minimum quality is sometimes it's more. And it tends to be with baguettes, you have to go even higher because it acts as a, almost like a magnifying glass into your stone. So if you had inclusions, even albeit small ones, they would really tend to show up that much more. So when you have a baguette, we have to keep that in mind and take that into consideration. Take a look at this. It's 120 of the Tansies, and we're going to make it $999. And that was requested requested. Again, you can be the first caller, and if you're the first caller, you get them. So couldn't be any easier there. And that is how you shop some Tanzanite studs. If you have not seen them, I will pop them on because, well, I was about to put on some earrings that I'm going to preview for this weekend that are oh so designer, but didn't get those on the ear yet, and I will hold off just another moment on those. Oh, never mind, they don't have backings, so I can't put those on either. All right, well, it's kind of one of those days. No backings on my own earrings and no backings on those either, but we'll show these to you from a distance away just to give you an idea. If you haven't seen them, 3/8 of an inch is the overall diameter, and then of course you see here, just to confirm that for you and give you a ruler measurement, you can see that. Centered post, butterfly backing, we'll show them on the ear next to see them that way. But let's make this really affordable. They're not even, yeah, they're supposed to be so much more. I don't know if we have the, didn't look like I put the stripe price up there, and that's okay. They were $49.99 and now they're $9.99. So huge value. They stay in the yellow gold and then they will be out to you. And of course, no sizing needed there. So it's really simple to put those in a box, put your name on it, and out they go to you, and you are wearing them in the next couple of days. So beautiful, and of course still that blue wing quality, so they'll match all your blue wing pieces you have here with us already. So the rings, and if you've ever bought anything from the show in the last few years, well, then you are getting that fabulous quality we love, and it's going to match back. So love that too. Then we've got that new highway design for you. We've got, again, speaking of the earrings, so I'm going to try to figure out a way if I can find some backings here, but look at this. This is that style. Now, I had something like it on the air not all that long ago. Let me show them from a distance. They are coming up this weekend. And so look at this. Oh yeah, this is that U-link style. Very much feels very much like great designer styles that we've seen, which really that kind of utilitarian kind of hardware style that you're seeing, and that is the beautiful door knocker element, pave up top. When we had these, I had a couple pairs about probably 2 months ago, they sold out. So we wanted to do them on our own and make them with our incredible quality VS diamonds. So we're gonna have those for you this weekend, just another something for the earring lovers that are out there. Okay, so that is a request. Again, it's first caller that says yes, they will be on their way to you, but there is only that one pair. So they would be highly advised there to get on the phone lines early. If you're thinking about them, really recommend that. And then we do have some hoops that we're going to see lots of gold in the hoops that are coming up. These mandarin, my sea urchins are here. These earrings are a lot of fun if you're like a beach lover. Those are the cool sea urchin style, I call them, with our mandarins. We also have a yellow diamond. Tanzanite will be here, albeit very limited in a ring. So if you're looking for an emerald cut, we've got one of those coming up for you. But let me know on the earrings. And again, they are for one caller. So that should be really, really fabulous. Now here's my highway style. It's 112-7432. This is just hard to believe. Because when it comes to this amount of gold, and once again, normally when we see white metals, you guys go, oh no, I don't want that cheapo platinum. Well, which I laugh because obviously platinum is a very important metal, but it is so much more affordable than gold, and especially now. And yet, a lot of times when we see a white metal and it's reduced in price like this one's gonna be, it's platinum. Usually that's been the case of late, just to really kind of save you on the metals. Well, this is 18 karat gold. Again, we've seen a number of 18 karat gold pieces. We will continue to. So just when you thought, I don't know if I can ever buy gold again. Well, let me tell you, this is the way to go. And this is really where, obviously, this is like having 7 or 8 different rings all in one in 18 karat gold, which gives you an astounding weight and feel because we know there's an incredible heft to 18 karat gold. It's 75% pure. So it's really impressive. It's all in white gold. It's going to stay that way. Part of the deal there is we're showing off how beautiful and white bright the diamonds are themselves. But you see big diamonds, huge diamonds as a matter of fact, round brilliance, fabulous baguettes, and then a lot of mirror finishing as well, all set into the 18K. It's a carat 65. It looks like more. It really does. And it is just incredible on the value. Do not go anywhere. We have one and one alone. So this is obviously not going to last very long, and wait till you see this on. And the value is huge. And remember, I mean, how do we even count? There's essentially, you see 1, 2, 3. There's a row underneath. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different rows of 18 karat gold. Think of what 6 bands, even if I tell you all the time, $1,500 for a band these days, if it's just plain straight up 14K. Well, if you've got 6 of them and it was just gold, and we're talking $1,500 for the most basic band as we manufacture it. That's not retail. That's not like a set retail price. That's just how we make it. That right there would be $9,000. And then you'd probably have to add something for the carat 65 in diamonds, I would say. Usually you're gonna pay something for a carat 65 in extraordinarily high-end diamonds, like white diamonds like you have right here. and we're gonna do something absolutely crazy wild. Call me early because the highway style usually doesn't get this bold. This is full on like a super highway. Really, truly is. Comfortable to wear though. It's gonna be a little cinched in on the inside, so it's gonna taper nicely. That should be $9,000 just in gold on the most basic level. We're gonna take this $9,000 gold price alone and we're making it so much less. Call me early. This is the one you wear. Middle finger, index finger. Let me show you. It's a 7, so I can adopt it to any finger here on the hand that we'd like. But look at that. That's a great style. It sits low profile enough where it would not be a problem at all to wear there. Maybe some of those, you know, the fingers that are on the outside of the hand like so. Why not? That works too. You see how it sits pretty low profile for still being that overlapping design. It's not even half of this price at $45. It's not $4,000 and it is not $3,000. We're going all-time low. Let's make it $2,999. That's it. One caller takes it. 18 carats solid. Can't beat that at all. You couldn't make it, and I know that because we're a factory. We make jewelry every day. And if I can't make it for that price, nobody can. So you have got the value, and $29.99 gets it to you. And we'll have that great Tanzanite emerald cut coming up in a little bit. The earring studs are still here. If you'd like to get those, please give me a call, and we will help you out with those. Plus, we do have another. We got a yellow diamond preview for the weekend as well. You'll be seeing that after a while. And don't forget to call me on those Tanzanite studs. They were requested, but listen, requesters rarely take what they request, so it's yours to pick up if you'd like to. And then get ready because we got quite the values coming up. I mean, it's Wednesday night. Let's party. It's, I don't know, it's not the day we think of for partying unless you are a TVON viewer. So that's exciting. All right, and here are the new gold earrings. When I say new, they really are. They feel like that really cool watch band style, but they give off this chatoyancy of their own. Not in a gemstone phenomena, but instead just a function of the way the gold is etched and beveled. So you get this great hoop, oval style. Love those blocks. It's like a block of ice cubes there right in the middle. Isn't that a great button style and everything? So that's going to be here. And so really excited. And that is incredible. It is really nice. So it's incredible. That's a beautiful look there for $29.99, the super highway of all the highway bands. So that is exciting. It's a really, really good one. And we will help you out. And that's going to be one only. Make sure you call me on that one. Anything else we can help you with? We've got that GI assorted green diamond. I also have the yellow. So again, if you've been looking at all the carat and halves of late and thinking I would like to go a little bit larger if we can, here it is, the 213, and that is just scrumptious. Look at that. It's exactly what I want to see in a yellow diamond. Maybe sans whatever is reflecting off the surface here. But it's our 213 VS oval. And you know what we say about ovals. Ovals always look bigger. Gemstones, diamonds, you have any oval cut, it's going to give you a really much larger look than what it weighs, and it's already one of our largest at 213, 63.75. A reminder, this is that major piece with a lot of gold and a great idea when it comes to this double halo. That's also, I think it's meaningful that we have a carat 79 in diamonds because you wouldn't see that if it weren't important on its own. 6375 is the number, and so you do have a nice size 213. It's one of our largest. We don't have anything really at this point that's over 3 that gets under $35,000. The 3 carats are lighter, I will say that. I've seen the 3 carats, know them well. They've been here a long time. The 3 carats, we can get you into that range as far as size goes. They do have a much lighter or duller color, if you will. They don't give you quite the brightness that we like to see in those sunshine yellows that we all, I think, are pretty accustomed to seeing when it comes to our diamonds at this point, when it's the 1 carats. But still even more so, tougher to get that same beautiful, bright, pristine color when it's a 2 carat pluser like this one is. So you've got a lot going on for it here. It's a lot of good things happening. 392, just shy of 4 carats in the size. And it's enormously pretty. And it's also going to be quite affordable for what it is so that you can get in on the deal. And that's going to be, I know it's a one only. We got the finishing on the inside. I'm going to show that to you next. Don't forget about that highway design. There's that under gallery as well. You've got even the side, which is all that pave work. And then here's what it looks like on. We just had this mounting the other day. We've had it with a couple things only. It's Paraíba usually, Paraíba reds, reds and rubies, spinels, mehengues specifically. And that's about it. I mean, it doesn't happen in Paraíba too. That really good. We had a 2 carat Paraíba the other day. And really just a very important mounting with almost 2 carats in diamonds. diamonds, but you can see still very wearable on the design, still gives you diamonds from side to side, and love the fact that we didn't leave that band plain on the sides either. Really gave you that really incredible width there. So that's actually going to be our new discount from that was $34,999. Has a lot to do with that mounting that it's in. We're going to make it a lot more affordable for you. It's under 25. It's under 20. These are where the best values lie. I know it's lovely to see, you know, $9.99 pieces and the like. That's always exciting to have. I love bringing you affordable, obviously. But everything is affordable when you consider where it should be versus what it is and what we're bringing. And that's really the key here, is that remembering, of course, that these are limited items. These are pieces that were made, in this case, a long, long time ago. This was several years ago that this was actually made. So it's not something we could ever make today if we were just sitting there literally with the diamonds in hand. You would not be able to create something like this. So this is a huge moment for a yellow diamond lover that's out there, especially when it's better than even 20,000 or 15. We're going lower, and this is the one to get. And remember, you have a money-back guarantee as well, so that really helps out too, because you get that time to experience it at home, see what it's all about, see if you enjoy it, see if it fits you well, see if it's your style, maybe even ask someone else's opinion if it matters. I mean, again, I only think that you need to like it. I don't really care what other people think, but that's really important too. So it is really stunning, and it's going to be better than $14,000. It's under 10. We're going $9,999. That is incredible. So that is important to keep in mind when you've got something to just think about in that really, really important quality. Okay. So we're going to have some fun coming up in a little bit. I may just bring out the 470. This is going to be that big Tanzanite. Told you about that deep. Oh, look at that color. This is where not having a light today is really helpful, because this is bouncing reds more than you would even expect. So really looking forward to that. And we're going to have it for you. And then we're going to get you something else here that's going to be really special coming up. That bracelet is on the way. Looking forward to that as we are halfway through our hour. Now, what is the bracelet I was referring to when I said our best-selling bracelet ever, our best arm candy ever, our most unique style that I'll tell you, the designers, I didn't look today, but I looked a couple days ago because I was looking for something else, and yet I had to stop by the designer site to see what they're getting now, because their prices are going up literally. I mean, there have been days where they're literally changing their pricing every 24 hours. So even the pieces you know were expensive way back when you last looked at them, like a decade ago, yes, don't think that those designers haven't changed their pricing to accommodate where things are at. So this is where you're getting more value than ever before when you shop the gold and diamonds via our own store, network, whatever you want to call it. This is the moment to get a beautiful bangle. So I know a lot of you own it and have loved it and have stacked it. We also have the yellow gold to show you, which we rarely have both colors in stock. Now we can do rose gold, but just a reminder, this is what's coming up in that designer bangle. And let me tell you, if you don't have it yet, it would behoove you to get it now, unless you're made of money and money is no object and you're okay spending wherever the price may go eventually. This is the way, and this is the time, kind of like this is the last call at a price tag that I can tell you will not be repeated again. I mean, that's truly, I mean, unless the most odd, strange thing would ever happen if gold were to just completely crash one day, which it won't. It never has, so just keep that in mind. It's not going to do that. I'm just trying to put out all the options there. When you're making a bangle that is this weighty, because everything you see here, this isn't that little tinfoil piece where it's like a little flimsy metal. This feels like a fortress of gold. It is heavy, it is thick, it is substantial, and it is the designer style that if you were shopping Design World, it's tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars, and we don't want to go there. It is the price of a car, and I think we all need a car. So I say have your jewelry and have your beautiful car, and you still have a way to get around so you can show off your beautiful bangle. But this is solid and heavy, and it's also, we did not change it whatsoever. It's not changed in the diameter, the thickness, the depth of it. It's really incredible. It's 112, 1625. We've only got a couple here, so I wanted to give you a heads up early on this one. And I know not a lot of people watch till about another hour and a half from now. This is really when you are getting a heads up, because I would have a feeling, and I know the business well, it's what happens when you do it every day for 2.5 decades. You kind of know. I know people don't like to hear it, you know, because it's like, even people at work, they're like, I know you know what you're doing, but come on, stop being right. Stop being right about things. You just, it happens automatically when you know the business as well, because you're just around it and you're doing it every day. And even as it changes, let me tell you something, pieces like this, we cannot make an unlimited number of. it's not only the weights and the gold weights and the diamond weight you see. That's the obvious stuff. That's what I call the tangibles. There's the intangibles, like the amount of labor and the amount of time. Time is money. Your time is valuable. That's why I love that you can shop here and have your fine jewelry delivered to your house. You don't need to even run around and go find parking and go get on a plane to go to that big city, because a lot of you live in rural areas where you're going, I just don't live by a big city. I can't get in my car and drive to that big flagship store. I get that. That's what we really excel in, is bringing those values to the masses, and yet all over the country, don't have to be big city adjacent, and yet this is where it's going to be, that 77 points in diamonds. That means every stone is 11 pointers. We don't have that many because we can't make that many. It's a labor intense process. It takes a lot of time to make something of this depth, this weight, this design, not to mention the burnished diamonds. Let me show you from a distance here as well, because this is that side profile where you have to remember this isn't just finished. This is solid. All of that depth, there is no front, there is no back. A lot of us are going to say, oh, nonsense. The front is where the diamonds are. Yeah, for most of us. But you could reverse it. You could wear that plain gold side facing out one day. You could wear the diamonds facing out another day. You can change it hour by hour, but this is substantial. And it never ceases to amaze me when I pick it up, and I've sold it a number of times. And yet every time I feel it and put it on, it is just that shock all over again, especially now at what we're able to do with this price tag, where again, so beautifully finished on the inside. I got a new bracelet recently. It literally, and it wasn't from TVON, and I know, because I don't discriminate. I literally shop a lot of places for my jewelry. There are times that I shop other places, and it's often. And so again, I just love all kinds of jewelry, but I got a very, very nice designer bracelet. And guess what? First time I put it on, first time ever, it literally pinched my skin on my wrist, and it literally left a mark, and it hurts like heck. I'll tell you right now, this one doesn't do that. It's got that insert closure. It's going to have that beautiful button. You see how we keep it sleek? We didn't add a bunch of figure eights and all that, because that's going to take away from the beautiful shine and sheen of it. So it literally, you see those two grooves there? It's going to have that interlock. Clicks, clicks, 2 clicks, otherwise it's not closed. Make sure it's seamless. That's when it's closed. That's how you know it's locked. And the only way you have to do to get in is literally press the button down. Doesn't fly open. You have to actually physically open it yourself, meaning it doesn't just, it's not like this flimsy little piece. You snap it on closed, it's done, it's on in literal an instant. It's an instant. And it's stackable and beautiful. And I'm showing you the yellow gold. We also have the white gold. It's got all that mirror finishing from the side, from the front, the back, everything. It could not be more of a designer $1 million look, and yet you can stack them, you can wear multiples, you can gift it, but if you need one, now is the time, because by the end of the year, well, again, we see what gold's doing, we know what gold is doing, we're aware. This is not something that we're going to be able, and we made this, it was months ago, this was commissioned, months ago. It took that long to make just a couple of bracelets. That's why it's here early. That's why I implore you to get on the phone lines. For those of you that already have it, congratulations. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. If you need another one, gifting, stacking, something of that idea, this is the time to do it. Before, who knows, I doubt I'll ever show it again. To be honest with you, I would be very shocked if I ever present this bracelet ever again. You know why? I can't ask for $30,000. We don't sell things for that price. I can't ask for 20 grand on a bracelet. You look at the carat weight, you expect a great deal. You're going to get that tonight, because this was made some time ago, before that $4,100 an ounce gold price that you're seeing today, almost $4,100. I didn't see where it closed, actually, so I must admit, I looked when I was bored at the gym today. So I must admit it wasn't at the end of day. It was early this morning. I had an early start this morning, so it was around 6 a.m. but Pacific time. But here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to make this a big value. Call me, because we only have 4 left, and I'd have to make the rose gold. I'd have to essentially commission the rose gold if you need the rose, but we can do it for you, okay? So we will do something wild here, and you are going to get, again, I only have the price on the average, so I assume we're doing the same price on both, even though I know we're not, so I don't know. I got the price on the average. You're going to have to ask your operators about the large size, because I guess they didn't have any of the large size in stock. We didn't make any of the large size. Just for reference, the average size fits anywhere between a 6.5 and 7.5 inch wrist. So you're good to go. Most of you will fit the average, and here's what we're going to do. From what should be $7,999. We have 4 available. I have 2 in white, 2 in yellow that can go out right away. Rose gold would have to be made. That might take a couple of months, because that's what it takes. That's just, I can't give you any more transparency than that. This is a definite, again, It's a definite, I'm not going to call it a chore because that indicates it's not fun. We love making these pieces, but it is definitely high end and it is definitely intense and it takes time. So again, when you're burnishing, when you're having to add that thickness of the gold, it's not just the outside width, it's the depth of the gold. And you have to have enough room to set those diamonds inside of that gold, because remember, those diamonds have depth too. They obviously have their culet, they have to sit into the gold, they're all set at the surface level. Here's what we're gonna do on this price tag. You got a last final chance. If you need it for holidays, that means Hanukkah, Christmas, anything at the end of the year. If you need it for any anniversary or birthdays coming up, if you want this in this calendar year, you have to get it tonight, because I would highly doubt it's ever coming back, at least before calendar year 2026, which by then I can't even imagine. 20,000, 30,000, it could be any of the above. We're gonna make it so much better right now. It's not gonna be 79, that's a should be price. We'll make it lower, we'll make it better. We'll give you that incredible value. We will take it lower than 7,000, even half of that price. Half of that price is $4 grand. We're gonna go even lower. And right now would be the time. Stacks beautifully, wears flawlessly. You never need to worry about a prong. There are none. You never need to worry about a catch, meaning a safety catch, a closure, nothing. It is sleek, it is smooth, it is seamless in style, and it is not $39.99. This is your last call on this bracelet at anywhere near the 4-digit price tag. 5 digits and up, and if you think I'm fooling, I cannot express to you enough. You've been hearing me talk about this for a long, long time. I've been forewarning you, gold is not stopping. Gold is expensive, but it's not done. This is where, and again, I have friends that I got the inside track, so you'll always hear that from me. I'm not afraid to share it with you. I have friends dear friends who own literal gold mines. They're doing quite well right now, by the way. They're doing quite well. My friend who does, he just bought an island in the Caribbean, kid you not. He just did, because he's owned gold mines for the last couple of decades. So he's doing just fine. So again, but they're also getting really good projections on what to expect as time goes on. So I don't think we're done. I don't think we're done. And this is where $39.99 is amazing. You'll have to ask your operators about doing a larger size. If you need it, we'll do it. But it also has to be custom made. So I'm just talking about what's in stock, what's ready to go, yellow and white gold. And it's not going to be $39.99 either. We're going even lower. It's not $35. This is a bestseller for a reason. This is comfortable and wearable and beautiful and stackable and all the style you ever want right there. And I'll put a couple on together so you can see how stunning it is. Easy to wear, no pinchies, no nothing, really simple and easy. And I love having them together because the way these look on is nothing short of amazing. This is also oftentimes an anniversary style, a style you stack and get one for different celebrations, different birthdays, anniversaries. You can see on the average, it's got plenty of room. It could go halfway up my forearm if I had the room here. And we're gonna make this even better than 35 or 34. Last call, probably until the year 2026, and then it would be 5 digits or more. Let's get it at home right now. Let's make it $2,999 for those bracelets. $29.99. And it's your last call for the bracelet that is umpteen dollars. You don't even want to, I mean, I would research it just to look, just to feel really good about the value you got. But look at that. It's just so amazing in the styling, the feel, the weight. You can see how it's the same depth and thickness on the back as it is from the front, which I will give you some different measurements here so you know what to expect. Here again is the white gold up close, just to show off the white diamonds as well. But then as far as the measurements here, the width of the bracelet across the front, which is the same as the back, is going to be a 4mm width, okay? So that would be same front, same back, 4mm. But then the depth of the bracelet is also so important here. Not something that anyone else is really gonna talk about, but there's a depth of 3mm. That means from the way it sits on the wrist, from what holds onto your wrist in the back to the front here. So that means the depth, where it sits on the wrist to the height of the bracelet, that is 3mm. And it's all solid all the way through. So we've already got a yellow gold gone. It means one yellow gold left. Let me show you that one again, because that's the one I'm wearing here. And remember, it's solid all the way through. So many times when you see large gold presents or bold gold designs in rings or bracelets or earrings or anything, it's usually filled with something. There's usually a plating, or it's got some kind of like silicone or base metal inside that there's just a coating of gold over. That's not the case here. It is hefty. It is solid. Jason, what color are you getting? Or if you're getting yellow gold, that's done. Done and gone, because that's already down to one. That tends to be the most favorite right now, is all our diamonds in yellow gold. So really important to keep that in mind. And last chance, last call. Again, talk to your operators on the large size. If you need a 7.5 or greater, 7.5 to 8.5 inch, you want to talk to your operators and they'll work you a price tag on that one. If you need a larger size, it might be a little bit more, not too much, hopefully just something something that we've got to obviously custom make for you. What's here in stock is the average size, and stack them up as you like for $29.99. You may even just want to go ahead and, why wait to get two? You may want to just get both. You can now. If you envision stacking 3 eventually, get all 3 now. To spend under $9,000, you'd be spending far less than you would ever shop for one in the retail world for $29.99. So good luck on that one. And which color did you decide? Are you getting a bracelet? The what? Did you say a size 8? You need a price on that? Okay, gotcha. They'll need the large size. All right, coming up, we will get to a few other things. We've got some other great, fabulous pieces for our next 10 minutes before this hour is up. And so we've got gorgeous diamond earrings with gold. We've got our big Tanzanite for you. Tanzanite bracelet is here. Yes, we do. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll do the Tanzanite bracelet, and it is emerald cuts, bigger diamonds, and look at that, a link style. I know, when I had the bangle, everyone wants the link. When I had the link, everyone wants the bangle. So here we are. And yet you can wear them all together. That's what Arm Candy is about. Build your own stack of jewelry, whatever we can help you with. But that is going to be our new bracelet tonight with the Tanzanite emerald cuts. How about that green diamond? I got the giveaway on the green diamond. Let's show it. 112-1921. I've never seen a GIA certified diamond priced this well. It's plain and simple. Best one I've seen. Best one. And it's the price. It's the price tag of this diamond. It's GIA certified. Now, what's interesting is, you know how the GIA is. They're very specific about colors, and obviously they take these very seriously, as anyone should. When you're getting into one of the most important stone categories in the world, they would be colored diamonds. But here we have it for you. This amazing style, which I cannot say enough good things about this carat 02. Now, the GIA, I want to ask you guys all a question, because let's all do the eye test, because you're thinking, I don't have a gemology degree. That's okay. Sometimes with colored diamonds, what matters is the color. Oh yeah, that's the most important thing. Size we love, it's a carat 02. It's got a great 76-point diamond weight around it as well. Full GIA cert. Here's the trick on why I'm going to make this so affordable. I ask you all to evaluate from your chair at home what you think this color. Obviously, we know also a pear shape is going to look bigger than the carat 02, and a carat 02 is already a pretty important size to get in any diamond. White diamonds, my white diamonds that are here, I've got a 1 carat white diamond. It's just a 1 carat. It's an emerald cut. It's $6,500 on sale. This is the cert that's coming with your carat 02, being that it's a pear shape. It's going to give you even a bigger visual to it. So there's that. Then we take a look at it here and get you ready for that 76 points in addition. So 178 overall. But I ask you all at home, what is the color? Well, it's obviously green. Not just because it says it up there, it's green. Jason, were we able to help them out? Sounds good. All right, who is that? Who? Oh, good. Hi, William. All right, so here we go. This is our 102 green diamond, 76 points in white diamonds. I ask you to look at the color, because here's what GIA does. And you're always hearing me talk about GIA is so important because they're going to be really strict about how they grade things. It means that they're usually conservative on a lot of different aspects. There are 2 points to make there. A, it says brown, green, yellow. I don't see any brown. I think if it was brown, it would look like a champagne diamond. I don't see any yellow because all I see is green. But they're very, very specific, and that's okay. That's why we love GIA. Also, they have it as an SI1, which is a very high grading for a stone of this size, especially when it's really all about the color. But here's where I need you to look. Are you going to see the back of your stone? The answer is no. Are you going to see the front of your stone? The answer is yes. There is nothing that I can see identified in the way of inclusions, and I'm not watching on a big monitor, so I'm not looking at this as closely as you guys are, but I don't see anything mapped out on the front of the stone. I just see some inclusions that are located under the crown faceting from the back. That's the back of the stone. So nothing visual from the front, a few things, but only on the very, very outside, almost to the girdle of the back. So for all intents and purposes, they have to consider that included, the little patch of inclusions there. They consider that when they're grading it. But it's not something you see. Isn't that, this is what I educate people all the time when they're shopping for, it's usually men who don't know diamonds, and they come to me for help on shopping for an engagement ring. This is like every day of my life, and I have to give a little tutorial on, okay, diamonds are a confusing world. Now it has to be even more confusing because we got so much lab grown out there. Point is, it's always my advice that you can find, there could be 100 SI stones that you look at, and depending on where those inclusions are located, that can make the difference between looking like an SI versus actually looking like a flawless diamond. Because if there's nothing you can see visually with the naked eye, or in this case, as you saw diagrammed out, if there's nothing on the front of that stone visual, this is under magnification. So obviously your own eyesight's not going to be able to see anything in the way of inclusions. You take all that into account, it looks visually as if it were a flawless or an internally flawless diamond. And yet you get a huge price break because it's labeled as an SI1. And there's nothing wrong with an SI1, it's still eye clean. But the point is, it's really going to be the same look as if you were getting flawless or internally flawless, and that's a big coup. So you've got 76 points in diamonds, it's in the 14 karat white gold, and we only have one, and it's incredibly affordable for what this is. And let me go ahead and make sure I got it all polished off here, and let me also make sure we see it on, because there are two ways you're going to want to look at this. And if you've been waiting, there are oh no, it's only a size 5. Well, I'll try it on real quick here for the first part, and then we'll give you another look at it. But this is where, again, you know how rare it is to find a 1 carat green. We see 1 carat yellows every single day. There will never be a show I don't have a 1 carat yellow in the near future. They're getting more limited, but I will still have them. This is unreal. We never see green diamonds over 1 carat. We never see the oranges. This is your moment. Take advantage of it. Here it is from the other direction. We have 2 people already on the phone lines. They're smart. They know it's going to be a great value. I wouldn't show it in the first hour if it wasn't a great value, but it's a huge opportunity, and it's really the bigger opportunity than the value. Savings are great, but I just don't have these stones very often. And here's what you know what, Tony, I'm going to do that real quick just to show you visually what it would look like on the ring finger, because that's mostly where people are going to wear it. So now we go up close, examine it as close as you like, look at that closely. Do you see anything? You're getting magnification thanks to our cameras. You're getting me zoomed in to the most I can do without blocking the ring itself. And here's what we'll offer for you for a better value. This is amazing. We're going to do something really cool. Instead of even $17,999, only 1 ring, 3 callers now. There are 3 people on the lines, and it's not even $7,999. We're going to say goodbye to this one. We got a couple minutes to go in this hour. Shirley, your request is next. Oh, it's our DBTY. And actually, Becky, if you're watching, I had you requesting the same necklace earlier today. So we will show a DBTY. That's going to be a lot of fun. But here we go with a better price than $79.69 or $59.99. Better value, one only, and there's no other green diamond of this size. I know, because I look at our inventory every single day. There is nothing else like this. This is the value to end all diamond values, and it's, by the way, not even $49.99. Oh, please dial early. And again, some of you know, I can tell who our TVON pros are out there. The pros are on the phone lines before I even get to that final low and say yes. Who knows? You might even say yes, and then I save you even more money. That's more likely to happen than anything else. Take a look at this. It's not $49. I'll blow it out for $3,999, and it's already spoken for. And again, they had it before I knocked down the price to another $1,000. So there you go. Congratulations on that one. And then here we go, Shirley. Okay, Shirley, I didn't have a moment to set this up yet. They just handed it to me, but let's take a look at this dangling diamonds by the yard. And I don't know if I'm going to have, let me just show it real quick here, because I'll just do the eye test. Okay, so I've got it facing forward, because again, there's a back side and a front side, and the back side still looks good. It's just, you want to make sure you got the maximum diamond showing here. So we have got, now this is one maybe not the best for pendants. We have another version that honestly I couldn't tell which this was till I grabbed it out of the bag, because it just got handed to me, not scheduled for the show. But this is our 9-stone style. So you instantly find the center right there. It's going to drape beautifully from the neckline. They go basically as far as the eye can see when it's on, and it's 1 carat in diamonds, 16, 17, and 18 inches. Now I'm going to go ahead and go get my stand here, because I'm going to just show you. It's a little easier to see when it's on a stand versus on my hand. So I will set up what I can here. I got to unbag these and unpack them. They're all literally ready to go, ready to ship. So this is important, and we're going to show you what that looks like in the yellow gold here too, just so you can see what is going on here with this one. And you just want to kind of give it a shake, and then they all sit, remember they're set like they're individual diamond pendants, really all the way through the necklace. So again, this is a good one, Shirley, and yet it's the one I like and prefer to our DBTYs, and our DBTYs are pretty classic around here, no doubt. But I like this one better just because I always want my diamonds to face forward. I'm just real particular about how jewelry lays and how it sits on the neckline. So I always want my diamonds to face forward. With a DBTY in the traditional station style, style, they'll tend to turn and twist a bit. So sometimes you'll see the back side of the bezel set. Let me show you here, just kind of show you this one. That way you can come in a little closer and it'll move nicely. And then I'll try one on the neckline to show you the scale and the size. But here we go. This is really stunning. And again, I'm just draping it here, kind of like what it's going to be on the neckline, but I'll show you as well. And you can see here, just kind of, it's a rough setup, but again, you can just get an idea here of what it looks like from a distance. And then of course, this is going to be on your neckline. So they all sit perfectly draped. They stay right where they should. It's our larger diamonds because you're still getting 1 carat, but among 9 stones. So this is actually the largest individual diamond weight we do. And we're excited about this one. Okay, ready? We have white, yellow, and rose. Yes, I even have the rose gold here. And Shirley, come on in. We only have a few available in stock. So unless you're cool waiting a couple of months, you got to call early to get your favorite DBTY. Again, another style that's quite labor intense to make. And so you want to go ahead and take what we've been busy at work. We know it's a popular bestseller. So we wanted to bring as many as we could, but still it is time consuming to make. And you can see when it's on, you see how they're essentially going from one side of the neckline to the other, because no point in putting them in the back, because when they're in the back of the neckline, they tend to just kind of fall and kind of twist and turn anyway. So you want them draping across the front of your neckline. So we'll take another look at the close-up here. It's item number 112. No, you're going to go with the old item number 1115147. And that will be a full carat in diamonds. You can choose the white, the yellow, or the rose. We've also done adjustability and a lobster claw clasp. So you get those premiums there, 16, 17, 18 inches. And what a way to kick off the hour here. Second hour upon us. Green diamond is gone. Who got it? Congratulations. We've had Donna shopping all night, right, Jason? It's like nothing but Donna shopping. Am I right? I mean, right? Every order you've placed has been with a Donna, right? I think so. I mean, I don't know. What do I know? From what I'm hearing, unless you're making stuff up. But yeah, it's Donna night. I like it. So here we go. It's the dawn of the Donna era. I love it, and I'm here for it. And my Donnas are good people. So congratulations, everybody. Well done. And come on in, because we got the top of the hour rolling right up. Shirley, this is for you. Should be $29.99 with kind of that new adapted, you know what's going on. Big diamonds here, over 10 points a piece. Remember, if there were 10 stones, they would be 10 pointers exactly. There are 9 stones, so it actually is where you're getting bigger stones, bigger than 10 points. That's pretty rare to see. That's bigger than an accent. And again, welcome in if you're just tuning in. Glad you're with us. It is TVON Wednesday night. Lauren Blair, and we got values. 2 hours to go. Take a look at this. 1 carat in diamonds and one of our all-time favorites. And here it is. For only, you know what, let's skip $19.99 too, and let's keep on going, and we will show you what we got here. Better than 19, better than 15. This is the time to get it. And again, we have seen the days of, I don't think we've seen the end of where gold is going. So this is the time. Take advantage. Take full advantage, because no one's going to do it like we do. That is for sure. And we're going to make this advantage you, customer, shopper, TVON loyals. That's, you guys get the values that also, by the way, this one drapes. I do love the way it drapes if you want to layer a couple, because just like the bangle we had, some of you already own this and may want to get another for that whole draped effect, that layered look. Look at that. And I've got them obviously a little closer than you'd probably wear them, but it makes it so easy with the adjustability there to do so. So you can do that if you'd like. That is a really pretty look, and they're always going to sit perfectly, and it's actually going to be better than $14.99 as well. We'll make it $1,399 for the necklace with the big old diamonds. And don't forget, I'll be wearing that designer bangle all night long, because I cannot get enough of our big, solid, heaviest bangle we do in that really beautiful designer style. So lots and lots to get to tonight. We got our top of the hour here. This was just a quick request, so Shirley, thank you for that request, and hopefully everybody is loving that beautiful DBTY. But again, it's the DDBTY is what I call it, because it's the dangling version. It's our diamonds by the yard, but just a little bit better, because it's all set as pendants. Think of it like 9 individual diamond solitaire pendants, but draped to perfection, so they're all equally spaced, so you get this amazing luxury look. Okay, so $13.99, last 60 seconds. And again, I'm over 2 on the request. That just means that other people can get in on these requests as well. You do not need to be a requester. We've got a couple available for you, so dial on the early side. Then we'll do our bracelet. Then we have our big ring special, where I've got prices nobody else can do on jewelry, and we'll bring you a whole wheel of those in platinum designs. Actually, one is in gold. One's my favorite designer gold piece. And then we've got gold necklaces for you. Some, if anybody loves the Hamsa hand style, we've got some earring studs for you there. A mandarin garnet necklace, a golden pearl ring, a gemstone that we've never had before is, I don't know why there's only one, but there's only one, so I'll take it. We've got sodalite here. If anybody's a sodalite fan or if you've never heard of it, I can give you a little sodalite 101. There's what it looks like. It's pretty cool. So it's a bright blue, like a cobalt blue. All right, next up, well, Shirley, let me know if that's what you're looking for or not. I'm going to get you a bracelet coming up next here. We're going to move along. I don't know how this one's going to sit, but hopefully it's going to sit all right. We've got a beautiful bracelet here, and there's only so much I can show you at once, so we'll kind of walk you through it. But it's an entire 7-inch bracelet. We have had so many of you asking for more and more and more in gold bracelets. Now, if we were wise, and I'm not claiming that we are, because obviously we have shown you otherwise. If we were wise, we would avoid a few things right now in today's jewelry world. With gold reaching brand new record highs today and the day before and the day before that, and it keeps breaking its own record. So again, what we're seeing is a little bit nuts, and we're still, notice no sterling silver. Not bringing you platings, not bringing you sterlings, not bringing you anything else but precious metals. That's one thing, but if you were wise and you were in the jewelry business right now, kind of like everybody else is, they're kind of going away from gold, solid gold. Now, those that are still doing gold are limiting to what? Basically the most basics. Diamond studs, little tiny gold weights, things that don't require a lot of gold. The last thing you want to do right now is a bracelet or a necklace. And notice in the first 64 minutes, how many gorgeous bracelets, only the heaviest we do, and now another one, and we just had necklaces. So that's what you would tend to avoid when gold is higher than it's ever been. Instead, we're giving you the values, which makes it only a bigger value, because I know a lot of people aren't going to venture out in the retail jewelry stores until they have to, like December 15th. Boy, are you in for a surprise if that's going to be your first foray into the fine jewelry retail world. When it's holiday time and it's crunch time and it's gift shopping time, you're going to end up going, well, I didn't want to get them tires, but I'm getting them tires because the fine jewelry thing's not happening. Not that those are cheap either. I just got new ones and those aren't exactly inexpensive either. But, here we go. So let me show it to you from a distance on the wrist here, because this one's going to be a little complex to show you all at once. I want to get close to the stones, but I also want you to see how it's going to drape on the wrist here. So I've got it paired up with our bangles, of course, which we just had in this show, if you need to see another recap there. But this is only yellow gold. The item number is, I don't know if I have it handy here in front of me. I will get it in a second. It's 9389. It's going to be a stackable, layerable piece. It's going to keep all those stones up front, but we perfectly place the 3 emerald cuts so that they really stay centered up on the top of the wrist. So you have 3 emerald cut stones. It's going to be a carat 19 total weight in the emerald cuts. And then you also, and we made it, so it's still blue wing block Ds. They've been faceted from that larger gem material, the museum reserves. And then you've got, this is not something we see often in bracelets, we've got the baguette diamonds to go and coordinate back to the emerald cut stones, because they're similar. Baguettes are a little different, but they're similar. So it's taking all those really cool rectangular styles, mixing it in with this oval style, mirror finished paperclip link, and that is solid gold. So again, avoiding bracelets, no, not what we're doing. So you've got a carat 19 of the emerald cuts among 3. You've got 29 points in the diamond weight as well among, I didn't count the diamonds, I think there are 4 diamonds, because they're going to be on the outside of your Tanzanites as well. So they're spaced perfectly. It's set up so that you can adjust it, 7 inches maximum. But if you need to, if you're those teeny tiny wrists that are always saying, please bring me those 5-inch wrists, bracelets, well, this is good news. This one's going to work for you. If you have a baby that you want to wear it, I was actually, when I was running today, I was running through my neighborhood, and I encountered the most adorable little tiny baby, probably 6 months old. 6 months, I think she was 6 months, if that. And she had on diamond hoops better than I was wearing. She had on better diamond hoops. And I'm going, wow. Now I like her style. That's somebody who I need to meet up with in 20 years, because we're going to have great taste in jewelry. And she was wearing diamond hoops. Point is, this is really that style that can be adjustable to work for any wrist. Not that it's kids play jewelry, this is not. This is fine jewelry, but just saying, if you've got that 5-inch, that 6-inch, that 6 1/4, and you can never find bracelets that work for you, this will. This will work, okay? So Yeah, was it weird that I complimented the baby? I mean, now the baby was not on her own. She was with her nanny. Yeah, she was not like out on her own on a run. She was being carried by the nanny, and I, of course, stopped. I had to say hello because she was so stinking cute. And then I was left just kind of awestruck by her diamond hoop earrings. But anyway, so yes, I complimented them. Yeah, hopefully the nanny will translate however she can. But here we go. This is going to be our bracelet. Fits one size fits most, 7 inches, but go any shorter length you'd like. And we're just going to do something wild on this one. It's Wednesday night. Let's have a blast here. Can you tell we're having a party? Wednesday night, October, whatever it is, party time is here. It's getting good, guys. We're ready to help you out, get the best jewelry. And like I said, we should be avoiding bigger gold pieces like this. We should be steering clear of big bracelets and big necklaces and all of that. And we're not. We're saying go for it. And you know what? It just gets you a better value because that could be a $10,000 piece, and it's not. And it's not just gold. It's Tanzanite, and it's diamonds, and they're good size stones too. You get it all. And we're going to bring it a better price tag. And I just got yellow gold, so that is the one caveat there. It's got to stay in the yellow. Let's bring it below $69.99 because that ain't going to work. Sometimes you know too much. Around here, I get accused of that. Like, why you know so much about those viewers? Because I've been doing it. They're like friends and family at this point. I get it. I know it's going to work. $69.99, you can say thanks, but no thanks. Pretty bracelet, low, but you keep it. You max out that Amex later. Yeah, I called it an Amex earlier. I'm going to be maxing out the Amex. This is what we can do here. Let's not max out anything unless we're talking about beauty and workmanship and style. Those 3 things, you can never have too much. And we got it here for a better price than even $69, $59, $49. Are we getting warmer here with the big values? A stackable, layerable style. You just wear it. Wear it. You can't hurt the bracelet. It's done in solid gold. We love our yellow gold. Let's do better than $4,000. I'm going to put it on the auction block. Why not? Because I know how many of you, because I've been standing up here talking about Tanzanite bracelets the last couple of weeks, how many people have missed out on exactly that. Tanzanite bracelets, mostly bangles. This is cool because it's a link style. Let's go even under $4,000 to start the auction. Listen, I got to invoke the auction because I can't do this price otherwise. I got to rely on you and your bids. I can't just give it a price like $4,000 outright. I got to use the auction format here. Let's go even lower. Let's go even lower. Lower than $4,000. Lower than $3,000. I know what you need. You need a value, more so than ever. And a lot of people are just going to give up on me going, well, I saw what gold's doing. How could they do better? Because we're different. Because we didn't buy, first of all, they weren't made today. We can't do that. I wish we could do that. I wish we could just make jewelry on the same day we show it. No, it takes a while. It's a process. You got to design it. You got to build in the CAD system, which is the computer. Then you got to make a casting. Then you got to make a mold. Then you got to actually cast that piece. And you got to make the gold portion, and then you got to set the stone. It's a process. It's a process, and it doesn't happen overnight. And the finishing touch will be the stones that are set individually inside the bracelet. We're going to do better than $3,000. How about $25,000? How about $2,000? None of the above are going to work tonight. It's a wild Wednesday night. This is going to be a show that you are not soon to forget. And we'll make it even better than $2,000. How about this? How about $1,500? To get it on started, this is a bracelet. So again, and this has actually about the same or if not more gold than my last bangle did. So again, don't take that open link as any kind of indicator. That's still a really beautiful, I wouldn't call it heavy. It's not like a big chunky link. I don't think that's really what we see in fine jewelry at all anymore anyways. We see that beautiful style, some of the open work to those ovals. They are actually linked up with other links, which is really that whole paper clip concept. And we're starting at 15. We'll go in $10 increments only, and we'll give it 60 seconds to get this one going. And just a reminder, there are 3 Tanzanites. So the link is going to remain the same all the rest of the way around, but let me actually show you the whole way. It is a lobster claw closure, and this is going to look like this. So we've got, there's our first diamond. Then you've got a Tanzanite, diamond, Tanzanite, diamond, Tanzanite. Then we'll finish up with another diamond over there. And then all the paperclip link in between, which is really high style. I know this is not sitting directly to your eye, so it's a little tougher to read the color of the Tanzanites, but they've got all that again, that shine, that red flash, the blues, the purples, and the reds together. And we don't have 15. That's okay. I can move along. I know that we may have exhausted our Tanzanite bracelet lovers, although I've heard from a lot of you Just a matter of, are you here right now? I don't know. So 25 seconds left to go, and we'll see what we got. But this is a really beautiful style. We don't see all the time. We do bracelets, but mostly bangles. Not rarely do we see a link style like this that gives it a little more, I think, a lightness and an airiness, kind of can feel casual or dressy. Doesn't have to be just for bold, dressed up occasions. I think you can wear it anytime, anyway, day to night, stack or layer or not, because it's got enough size where it looks great on its own as well. But we are verifying the open here with that last couple of seconds. We did have a phone line ring, so we'll see if anybody does want to get this thing going. Yeah, open. Now, which Donna is this, Jason? Okay, no, it's not a Donna. I mean, you have had all Donna shopping. It's true, he has. So who is it back there? What? Okay, at first I thought you said Dawn, but it's Dot. Okay, because I was gonna get really scared there for a minute, like something in the water tonight. Dawn and Donna's, no, but it's Dot. Dot. Would she like to go by Donna just for today, or is that a nickname for Donna by any chance? Dot is sometimes a nickname, I think, for Dorothy. But here we go. It is $1,500. We do have the open to Dot. So Dot is at $1,500. We have $10 increments, and we're gonna give it a final 2 minutes. It's gonna be gone in 2 minutes. You got a last call, last chance, let's go. So final. 2 minutes to go, and we gotta move it. So this is your chance right here, right now. Good luck, we got our final call. It's going to somebody, and right now it's Dot. So we'll see if anybody else wants to come into play on the Tanzanite bracelet. What a big value that is, though. See, that's the key. And you know what? Most of these bracelets that I've started at 15, I mean, this is just a Wednesday thing for you, because there were a lot of bidders on those auctions. If you were with me in recent days, you know it. Maybe you were part of it. Maybe you were bidding. Maybe you were one of the collectors out there going, yep, I saw it. I had to bid a lot more than $1,500. Well, that's normal for a Tanzanite bracelet. It's a lot of gold. It's a lot of, in this case, bigger stones, fancy cuts, bigger diamonds as well. And we're in last call with a minute to go. And no other callers, no other bidders yet, but we still got 60 seconds to, actually 70 now, to sort it out. So come on in. We still got yellow diamond. I told you we'll have one a day till they're gone. We've got the emerald cut ring. That's nice. We got the ring to go with the bracelet if you don't yet have a ring. We will see this a little bit later. Look at that emerald cut. Stunning red flashes. Never ceases to amaze. We got an amethyst deal. I've got a whole wheel of jewelry as well. It's Wednesday night. What a great night to be with us. And it sounds like, Dot, that may be going to your house. There's our fancy cut amethyst, by the way. Just to also show everybody what the difference is between amethyst and Tanzanite. A little more purple hue here and more blue purple here. So Tanzanites gave you that blue purple with the blue wings. Of course, you get a little bit of that red flash as well. And last call, 28 seconds. Where's she calling from, by the way? That's Missouri. It is. Okay. Shirley, did you, if you want to see a different DBTY, let me know, Shirley, okay? I don't think we heard from Shirley on that request. And same with a requester earlier on Tanzanite earrings. We had those earring studs. If that's not what you're looking for, please let me know. Love your feedback on requests so we know that. Also, just even if I don't have something tonight, I can alert you when we do have something that you might like. That mental Rolodex of requests I keep in my head is founded on a lot of your feedback during these shows and based on your requests. So I know we have a couple of people trying to get in here with the delay, so we're just going to make sure that if we've got anybody else thinking about it, now's the time. We're looking for 1510 or more. We'll take power bids if you got them, but again, no need right now. 1510, it looks like we may be verifying. Let's see what's going on. And then don't forget, we had some great pendants earlier. The opal pendant, the really, really fabulous, the yellow diamond is here, that big highway design. The sphene pendant as well. The men's piece was under $2,000. We have one new men's piece and it was under $2,000. So that's still here. So if you missed the first hour, you missed a lot. But we also have the designer bangle to go with, or yes, I'll try this on one more time on the hand here. It's, remember, a lobster claw. So let me show you that end of it so you can see there. This is why you have adjustability. See that? Lobster claw, which then you can fasten on any of those links you like. So that's the beauty of it here. We just had a question. Okay, so how do I clasp it? Well, you can use the O-ring there at the end, or you can use any of these links, which is how you can shorten it as needed. All right, so 15, once, twice, do we have 1510? Yes, no? All right, well, it sounds like that may be gone. Well done there. We'll get to that amethyst. Oh, we'll do our wheel. We've got our huge wheel. These are the impossible price tags. That's what I'm going to call this wheel. It's the impossible price tag wheel. Simple as this. Let me build you 4 great pieces here, starting with the only gold piece on the wheel, which is right here in designer. Oh, yes, it is. Fancy cut, feels almost like a buckle design in that the stone is at an angle purposely to go through. Look at that. Oh, I love the way this is cool because it's a cabochon, sort of, but it comes to a point instead of a dome. So think of it like a pear-shaped cabochon that's got a beautiful kind of bulbous front and back, okay? So that's our gold design. Then we have, wait till you see this. This is our cushion, Tanzanite. Is it cushion? Yeah, sort of. It's kind of an oval cushion. There's our Tanzanite. So suddenly we're loving the purples. This is called the impossible wheel. But we remember that the impossible, it always seems that way until it's done. And we're going to do that right now. There are oftentimes things, look at that cat's eye. Now we had the gents version earlier. There's the ladies version. Now everything you see in white metal is platinum. So we will, rest assured, we're getting you the platinum, 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 and then the only gold is with that amethyst, okay? Fancy cut amethyst. Here's our ruby. Getting higher end here. The stones are just getting from, like, we've heard of it, we know it, like amethyst, but we see a fancy cut here. Then we go even higher end with the Tanzanite, the cat's eye chrysoberyl, and the ruby out of Burma. So 4 great options here. Really special look, and all we need to do is find a way, and it's called the Impossible Quartet. Now I'm going to make it totally possible. It's just a matter of truly, when you talk about where jewelry stands today, it's impossible because of the price tag. And what I'm going to do is make them very easy. This is where you make the impossible plausible. Even if you're on a big budget, even if you're saying, I just need something sparkly, I need something for that special occasion coming up, or you just fall in love with the piece. I never want you to buy something just because it's a great deal. Otherwise, you'd buy everything I show you. So that's not what it's about. So if you're choosing and really selecting what is best for you in your collection, you're looking for what you just instantly love. You know it. Jewelry is not something you ever need to be or should not need to be talked into. It's an immediate response. It's an emotional response. It's jewelry. So you know what you like, and you know it when you see it, and we've got the best of the best in quality. So no matter if you're looking for ruby, Tanzanite, chrysoberyl, or this really cool amethyst designer ring, which would be a small fortune, I would say it's a big fortune. In retail, we're doing better. We're doing better. And this is one price for the whole wheel, and you might just be really excited to get all 4 because it would be very, very affordable to do so. Let me put it this way, you could get all 4 for less than the price of 1, at least where they're supposed to be. But sometimes you gotta just take you on a little adventure, a little pricing adventure. We're going to do that right now. So which one do you like? Because they're all one of a kind. Again, they all stay as they are in either platinum or the yellow gold. The yellow gold is, of course, the amethyst. And we've got a price tag. Please get your jewelry now. There's only so much longer that fine jewelry can exist. And that sounds very existential. Not to use the big word, but you know, that sounds very fatalist. There's only so much longer you can get fine jewelry that it's going to be affordable. We are seeing things we've never witnessed or never seen before. So there's only so much longer you have to get fine jewelry, at least if you're on a budget. There are people that have, you know, money, and they can buy whatever they want, whenever they want. This is for those of us that say, even if I had all the money in the world, I ain't spending on jewelry, because that we know there are better ways to do it. There are better avenues. There are better values out there than shopping retail. You're getting that right here. So the question is, which one do you like? Which 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 you like? Because they are going to go in a hurry. And they're not going to be $39.99. All you need to do is call. Don't be shy or intimidated, because this is really what's happening. And if you're thinking, there are a lot of you that watch for years and years and years, and you watch every day and you go, I never thought to call in. I just sit down and like looking at pretty things and watch everybody else just take all the jewelry, and I watch things be priced the way they never can. Well, this is where you turn real, true, like just observation into participation. And if you thought you could never own fine jewelry before, well, it's getting tougher and tougher and tougher and tougher. So this is the time to do it. Or do that holiday shopping, or get that favorite last collector's stone that you thought, I don't know if I'm ever going to get it. This is the time to do it, guys. This is the time. This is when you make it happen. If you need cat's eye chrysoberyl, if you need a gorgeous ruby, rubies are expensive. They're money. Rubies are expensive. Not this one. They're not $39. They're not $29. They're not even going to be $1,999. I tell you, they all stay as is. All we need to know is your size. Give us your ring size, we ship it out to you. Simple and easy as pie. And we're not going to do $19.99 either. And I got that really special Tanzanite. I know you guys keep asking about that emerald cut. I know it takes a lot to get you like the wow factor when we've seen nothing but great stones. We got the wow Tanzanite tonight. So don't worry, we got you. It's a Tanzanite, if you will. Like we're going to put the big night into the Tanzanite. Here we go instead of $999. Which one do you like already, Jason? I'll try it on. We're loving the Tanzanite in platinum. It's a sweeping, swooping, figurative, kind of sculptural size 4. Here it is. Don't worry, we're going to size it for you. That's what it looks like. And let me see if I can zoom that back. We had it a little in for our DBTYs. We'll show you here what it looks like on the hand. Don't worry, we can size it whatever size you need, but that's 77 points in the cushion. It's also 16 points in diamonds. And before you spend $9.99, gladly, let's take them even lower than that, and we will send them out. If you think they're going to stick around, no, they will not. No, they will not. There's nothing we can do to keep them here. Not if I'm going lower than $9.99. And pick a favorite, get 2 or 3, check everything you can here. We're going to do better than $9, better than $8, better than even $799. Did I not say impossible? Nobody, and you got to hear me out and read my lips on this. Nobody, by the way, the Tanzanite's already gone. Nobody can do pricing like this. Nobody. Nobody can do pricing like this. That goes for everything I show you every time you see my mug up here. Nobody can do pricing like this. Not a one. Nobody. I am going out on a limb here to give you values just so we can move jewelry on a Wednesday night, and you're taking advantage. And they're not going to be $7.99. Yes. Cat's eye too, sure, here's the cat's eye. And the cat's eye will fit, and that cat's eye is going to be at number 1128710, and that's platinum, and it's a 93-pointer, and they're not $7.99. There's our 93-pointer in the cat's eye Christabel, 43 points in diamonds, baguettes, and rounds together, and they're not $7.99. This, I told you, it does not get better. Take them all. We have somebody verifying on 2 pieces already. Which one? The cat's eye? Cat's eye, you want the cat's eye or the tansy, or both? Hang on, we're already verifying. Cat's eye or Tanzanite? Ruby already gone as well. Well, they might sell out at this price. You know what? I'll make them even better, save you some money. $777. There's the ruby. Ruby's gone as well. That's item number 7474. And there is your bright gleaming platinum piece, 60 points. Yeah, amethyst is gone too. Now, Jason, which one did you decide? Are you taking, oh, never mind. Let me show the amethyst real quick since that one's gone. That one's item number 9330. There's the fancy cut amethyst, and it's a asymmetrical design. Cutouts on both sides, well, one side actually. And then this diamond detail goes all the way around. That one's gone, stays in yellow, 428. On the amethyst in the fancy cut with 17 points in diamonds. We have 2 left, although we are verifying on both of them. So we'll see who's got what. There's the cat's eye Christabel, and here is the Tanzanite. Both in platinum, both stay in platinum. We just need to know your ring size. So they will be gone in a matter of 30 seconds, if not sooner. So we'll see those out the door, and congratulations. And then don't hesitate, guys. If we want the bracelet that I'm wearing, that's last call. We're already getting slim on the bracelet. Just only started with 2 of each gold color in that bracelet, made up and ready to go in our 77-point designer bracelet. And there we go with our last 2. We're not going anywhere till they go. There's a cat's eye Christabel. You're saving the 2 really rare and important stones out there are right there for you. And it's either way you want to go, but don't wait. Because if you're waiting, I don't know what you're waiting on, a better price tag? No, there's no such thing. This is the time to go ahead and grab those pieces. So $777. It's last call. We'll see what Jason's taking over here. And then we are going to, don't leave the platinum. It's either way platinum. The fact that you have a cat's eye Christabel. Rare, hard, durable stone. You've got that gorgeous green color. It really does look like a green cat eye. And it's got that beautiful sweep of the baguettes and the rounds. And then we've got the Tanzanite as well. Excuse me. Sorry, I've got those fall allergies going now. We'll do a big amethyst as well. We've got another amethyst. I know since that one sold so quickly. Who got our amethyst? Who got our ruby? Hi, Diana. Diana got the, I think she got the amethyst. And then who got the fabulous ruby? Oh, thanks for telling me. Let me go walk on over here and go get it. All right, never mind. The ruby is here. All right. Okay, so the ruby's here. Guess we were waiting until when? 8:15 to talk about that. All right, so there's your ruby. Bright, clean, gorgeous. We're not going anywhere till they sell. If I can't sell these, I can't sell anything. Then I say we go to the Dodger Stadium and we go root on the Philly. I mean, whoever we want to root on. But here we are, $777. I'm with you, Philly people. I'm with you. All right, so here we go, $777. That's it for any one of those three. Last call, last chance. Let's go. That is your. That's it. That's it there right now. Good luck. Bye bye. They should go. We're going to give them 60 seconds, and I don't know. We don't really melt platinum, so. Otherwise, I would just move along and say, let's melt them tomorrow. But we don't melt platinum. We just melt gold. So, yeah. The ruby's gone again. So that's why I was like, okay, good. We got to let everyone know if things don't go. We got to let everyone know for all the people that missed out. So the ruby's gone again, 112-7474 on the ruby and platinum. And now we have the cat's eye and the tanzanite, and don't wait on those. So 777, we've got verifications going on. So those will be a done deal. All right. And then diamond and gold earrings are here. We also have some great drops. I do have a larger ruby. So there's one of our largest, and it's really designer. So it's not for everybody because it's a little different style than what we typically see. But the way it has been marked down, I have shown this probably, I'm not exaggerating, I've probably shown this at least 60 or 70 times. Oh boy, hang on, Tony, we just had a question that I just overheard here. It's a really good one. It's a really good question. Let me just address something for our new shoppers out there, new viewers. Soon to be new shoppers. I just heard a question by whoever's verifying on these two rings, and their question was, yes, but are those real diamonds? At that price, that's exactly why I use the term impossible. Because even if you're shopping just those diamonds, let's say, for example, the cat's eye has 43 points in diamonds, and the tanzanite has 16 points in diamonds. Either way, I'm in the wholesale world every single day of my life. It's in downtown LA. It's the second biggest in the entire country. We have a big country with 300 million plus people. And yet there are two main wholesale districts, one on the East Coast and one on the West Coast. I'm a West Coast girl. So I'm on the West Coast. I drive through it every day. So what do? Well, I also have other businesses. So I design. You might know my line. You guys have always asked, is that your line? Yes, it is. So again, all these things, and I work with some of the biggest designers, and I run auctions for Sotheby's, and I do all these things. Every facet of the jewelry business, I'm your girl, because I'm the face of fine jewelry, have been for 25 years on TV. But I do so much more that maybe you're not aware of because you know me from TV. Well, let me tell you, those diamonds in a plastic bag from the wholesale world could not be purchased for $777. True. So you're getting either way, but it's not just diamonds. There's a platinum band, and yes, I've got something waiting in the wings over here, but this is platinum for the setting, which is designer. It is diamonds. We talked about the aforementioned diamonds, but then you've got really, really rare stones in the middle. Tanzanite on the right, cat's eye chrysoberyl on the left. Yikes, that's pretty cool. So 777, let's move on. We got more to show you on this. Let's make everything impossible pricing. Yes, cat's eye. All right, cat's eye sounds like tanzanite sometimes. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But we have the cat's eye gone. Cat's eye is 8710, Jason. And okay, so we're going to leave this one here. I think this is probably a testament to the fact that I have spoiled you rotten. I mean, we should call our TVON people like the Spoiled Rotten Club, the SRC. We should call you Spoiled Rotten because I have spoiled you rotten. If that tanzanite is here in platinum, remember it's a 77-point stone. It's a cushion technically. I know it's hard to make out those corners, but it is a cushion cut. It's got a subtle corner there on the edges, and then because it kind of looks like an oval, I agree. But it's a cushion cut. It's a 77-pointer, and it's 16 points in diamonds. And we will have a really big tanzanite. I mean, I love that we spoil you with big sizes at small prices all the time. So there we go. That's it, $777. Don't let that last one stay here. And then we're going to show you that designer ruby coming up next. We sure are. Designer ruby coming up. We got a good one for you. It's a little bit more than $777. I think that one is gone. All right, congratulations. All right, well, the impossible just took some time. For a minute there, I thought it was going to be impossible for me, but we're rolling now. We're rolling. We all see the light. Here is and we are halfway through the show, so you got 88 and a half more minutes to tolerate me, and I hope you will because I got great values for you. And then don't worry, this is going to be that big moment where you've got a big ruby. I know the 2 carats get intimidating because they get so pricey. This is a $20,000 a carat stone. Of course, we don't just deal with any old like Mozambique or nothing wrong with the Mozambique. They're okay. It's kind of listen, not everybody gets Burma. Burma's $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a carat. It's the best source in the world. Mozambique's kind of like the poor man's Burma ruby. And that's because it's the only one that honestly gives you anything even close. Other ones are just pure brown. They're pure burgundies. They're sometimes just orangey pinks. This is where you get true Burma. Burma, the best of Burma. And it's going to be 112, 1689. This is the 2 06 designer ring. It's got the incorporation of yellow diamonds first, then the outside halo's white diamonds, then intersecting with that on the sides, 2 huge princess cuts, and then rounds burnished in. Now, I've had this ring probably 60 times on the air. That's a lot of times to be airing anything when most things get one presentation and they're gone, and they get their fabulous home, and you guys send me pictures of you wearing it, and I get to also see your nails and stuff like that. I love a good ring selfie because then we get to look at, you know, things like other things I love, like nails and things like that, other jewelry you might be wearing. I love your selfies of your jewelry, but a lot of you send them, and that's fun too. So 206 in the ruby, though, that's a massive size. We have very few rubies that are over the 2 carat mark. This one is. You're also getting 7. Now, this may not be like the huge diamond weight. It doesn't have 2 carats in diamonds, but it's how they're done. Again, journey versus destination. The destination is what you see there, that big, 74 points or so. It's more than about that. It's about the individual sizes you're getting because they're extraordinary. You see how big they are. Take a look at the princess cuts. Take a look at the rounds, all burnished into the sides of the ring. It stays as is, 2 tones of gold, so you don't have to decide. You got white and yellow together. But really, it's about the ruby. The clarity, the elongation, the 2 carat plus size, the blue reds. That is pigeon's blood, by the way. If you're wondering, what is that term I hear that's so weird? But it is a gemological term, pigeon's blood red, that only Burma gives. And that really is the definition of this glow that has a blue-red quality to it. Not just certainly there's a lot of colors of ruby out there. Most are orangey or pinky and not really red. This is that blue red. I always liken it to the nail salon, speaking of nails. Like you go to the nails and you know, a lot of people think, so red is red. Well, no, there's like 80 shades of red, and you get to decide what do you like, the cooler or the warmer? Do you like the more orangey or the blues? This is where we've got the best. Mother Nature said the best ruby, blue reds. That's what you have here. There's a new markdown. I know it used to be $10,000, and that was way back when, like way back. We're actually doing better than even 99, 89, 79. You know when we did the big summer sale and everything got marked down and all of that, and then if it didn't go, it got melted? Well, it's how we're making gold so cheap right now, because if you're looking at my prices going, that can't be. I just had somebody on the phone lines that said that can't be diamonds. That's what they said. They called in to say those can't be diamonds at that price. Because at $777, you all know, if you're paying attention, you can't do precious metals and fine gemstones of the earth and diamonds for $777 like I was doing. Well, they are, and this is just a matter of markdown city here. We're going low on everything, moving everything out, no matter how high-end museum it may be, and this one's going less than $7,000. This is the lowest price I've ever presented it at. It will fly out of here. Here's what it looks like on, and if you want a large ruby in a designer style, you know who you are. I know who you are. I know those people who are always looking for the little bit extra, the different, the bold, the unique. You don't want what everybody else has. I admire you. I admire that. You're not willing to just, you're not about conforming. You're not about following. You want to set the trend. You want to be a little bolder and different. This is still just really about the importance of that stone. Emerald cuts, meaning that most rubies don't like to be cut in any fancy cuts other than an oval. So the fact this is emerald cut, and it's maintaining that big size while it is so extraordinary. And we're gonna take it lower than 7, then 6, then 5. This has never gone this low. So if you've been thinking about it or just wanting a better, higher end, really important ruby, here's how you do it. And we're gonna make it better than $4,999 when that 2 carat, I can't get you 1 per carat for that price. Never. I've been selling Burma rubies exclusively. Oh, I take that back. There was one network I was at where we only had Mozambique, but that was short-lived. That was only it was like 3 years. So that was like literally decades ago. That was years and years and years. Those were Mozambique. The rest I've sold, I've been really blessed to sell nothing but high quality. And when it comes to ruby, that's all about Burma. And you've got it right here. You've got it. and it's magical on the price tag, and it's not going to be $4,000. This is the blowout. Even if you wanted it for the loose stone, I don't know if we have any loose stone collectors out there tonight, but if you are a loose stone collector, this is the time to get it for the loose stone. It's better than $4,000. I'm making it $39.99. One caller, that will fly. And remember, it's 57 points on the white, 17 in the yellow, a mix and a match, a two-tone element, and all for under $4,000. It's never been that low before. It's just time to get it a home. That's all this is. Time to say goodbye to that ruby and one of our largest and best. So we're getting close to the top of our last hour. We have a gorgeous emerald. Oh, for those of you that need a big oval. Remember when we had the 1 carat the other day and it was real pricey? It was $4,000. It was just a couple days ago. I think it was Friday night. And a lot of you said, oh, I loved it until you said the price. And then I just couldn't do $4,000. I have essentially the same ring. The only difference is there are no diamonds on the sides. Still the double halo, still the bright, gorgeous green. It's like the twin stone. We will do that for significantly less tonight. Okay, we also have these big collectible sapphires. I rounded up some of the largest sapphires we have in the inventory. Basically everything but the 4 carat. We're going to put them on a discount sale as well. So we just had our impossible wheel. Now we're going to do it again, but we're going to up the ante with bigger sapphires. Remember, that are related to the stone, because rubies and sapphires are all one in the same family of gems. They all belong to the corundum family. And we're starting with the big bold yellow in the trillion, powerful band style ring in a bright, looks like a yellow diamond, really rare. That's our 255. Check this out. We go with the platinum. Oh my goodness, this is a wide band that is true excellent. Cornflower blue, look at that sapphire glowing with the baguettes and the rounds together. That's in platinum, and everything's gonna stay as is. Actually, the yellow, you know what? You can change the yellow. Are we gonna allow that? Let's just do it. These are too important. I don't care. I know we're supposed to leave them in the gold color. Tell you what, you want to change it up. I obviously can't do that with the platinum. Platinum's only platinum. Platinum's white. That's it. But any of these other gold pieces, like this one, the purple, the yellow, or this other purple. See, that's a pinky purple that's on your screen. This is more of a true purple. So see that? And let me just swap these out because this one's a little taller than this one. So there you go. That's a true, like, honest to goodness, classic royal purple. Then there's more of a fuchsia, pinky purple match on the left side. The classic blue on the right. Now, these stones are the size of the ruby or bigger. So we just were raving about that 2 carat 06 ruby. Now we're going on some even larger than that or very close to that on something that is the same gem family. So we're going to get you familiar with these. We're going to walk you through. My smallest up here is the carat 68, which actually is that front row purple. One more thing, unheated on all the fancy colors. I don't have that noted here on the blue. It probably is, but it's from an outside designer that doesn't usually stipulate unheated or not. So the blue is the only one I can't say for sure if it's unheated. The rest are, because we source these other stones. The purple, the pinky purple, and the yellow, sourced by us, made by us. And guess what? They're all the big sizes. And those 3 fancy exotic colors, because the blue is the most common. We know that about sapphires. We expect, there's a lot of people who believe sapphires only come in blue. Of course, we know better. There are exotic colors like what you're seeing. If you want the pink, the purple, or the yellow, those are all unheated, and we're really up near 2 carats. One of them, which is the yellow, is going to be over 2 carats. The rest are all just under. So they're really good sized stones. We take a look at this whole wheel and get you a value. Are you ready for this? There's a big value coming up. And again, the blue is perfection. It's exactly what you want a blue sapphire to look like. Not too light, not too dark. The bright cornflower we love. That's going to be, by the way, the blue sapphire, if you're interested, that's the 190. So just slightly under 2 carats and a 1 carat diamond weight and a lot of platinum. The biggest one in size of the center stones is the yellow. That's our 255 trillion. It has 109 in diamonds. Then we go up front. That is the carat 68, 105 in diamonds. So again, big diamond weights across the board here. And the only one that's under 1 carat, but just slightly, is this pinky purple. That is a 182 stone, unheated again, and 93 points in the diamonds. Yeah, this is it, guys. This is the blowout. Every ring up here, $7,999 or more. That's the TVON price. That's not retail. Retail doesn't have those fancy colors very often. That's not retail. That's not wholesale. That's not you make it in your garage. That is our TVON price, which is going to beat any of those. I'm doing better than that. I do implore you to dial in early. What can I say? You're not going to get this value any other time. They're all going to go, remember that last wheel, all 4 pieces went out the door. Obviously, these are very high-end with their big diamond weights, the exotic colors of those sapphires that you're getting as well. We're going to take them even lower than 79. Now, which one, Jason, are you thinking about? Let me know first who's on what, because this is going to definitely go. They're not 79, 69, 59. This is my lowest price I can do. It's actually, let me give it really away here. Heads up on this one, guys. This is my price tag that I'm about to give you, and I only know, again, I only know one way. I only have one speed as far as authenticity and honesty. And that's just that, honesty. Journalism background, I don't know. Most people in sales don't have a journalism background. I do, proud of that, and really just brought that journalism background into hosting and selling. That's a loose term here in this case of this wheel, because I'm going to give you all the prices you're going to see, which are the same across the board here. They're all less than the price of the mounting. And I'm not talking about the mounting today at $4,100 an ounce gold prices. I'm talking about the mounting when we made them, which in this case was months and months and months ago. Okay, so are we ready? Pick a favorite. This is your time to get your big sapphire. And 3 of them, the exotic colors, are unheated. So they're super exotic is really what's happening there. Let's take a look. So purple, pinky purple, yellow, or blue. Has everybody chosen their favorite, their best of? Because they will sell. And this is, well, it's the best value I can give you. They don't get better than this, because you would not buy the gold and the diamonds or the platinum and diamonds in the right side. You would not buy the mountings for this price. You can't make them. So it's just a giveaway to move jewelry, because they said to me today, we decided we need to start moving some jewelry out of these vaults. We're not always going to have brand new every single item, because, well, then the prices are like crazy money. So what we're going to do is move out the pieces in the vault that were made lovingly. They were just made some time ago. For whatever reason, they've stayed here, probably in this case because they started at $79.99 and more. We're going to go even lower than $5,000, $4,000, $3,000. I mean, already at $3,000, I should give it $29.99, 60 seconds, and they should disappear. But that is not your price tag. I promise you, you will love this sapphire deal. This is one of those important stones. It's a stone that's got great durability. You wear it every day. It is a stone that goes beyond, and when you, especially if you're getting the yellow, the pink, or the purple, those are exotics. Those are not the run-of-the-mill sapphires. And the blue is so large that it is not either. It may be a color we see more often, but it is not basic or standard. And they're not $2,500. If you haven't dialed, please do. Because I can tell you one thing, they will not last. We've never seen this price before. They're going to go out the door here. Which one do you like? Already loving the blue in the platinum. That is item number for you, 112-7479. I'll try it on. That blue in the platinum is already gone at $2,500. Well, $2,599. I'm doing better than that. And again, there are those designer bangles if you'd like to get those. And here's what we're going to do on the sapphire in the wide band. The diamonds on the outside are rounds. The diamonds on the inside are channels of baguettes. They will not be 25 or 24. Now the blue, I'm just going to keep showing it to you, but that one's already spoken for and reserved. They're not going to be 24. They're not going to be 23. This never happens. The diamond weights are huge. Remember, they're all at or above 1 carat, except for the pinky purple, which is just under. They are huge values. At $24.99, we should give it a final call, and we got calls calling in. Dialing in right now, getting connected to us. They will not stay here. They cannot stay here. You can't have a value this spectacular and have it stay, because there are too many lovers of jewelry, and there are too many lovers of jewelry who can't buy jewelry anywhere else outside of TVON because of the prices you're seeing. So this is the time to do it. And you shouldn't have to deny yourself great quality jewelry. I don't believe in that. Let's do better than 24 or 23. Let me know which one you like. Yes. We love the purple in the middle. That's a true purple right there in that bridge. That is item number 112-3272. I'll change the gold color on this one, or this one. We'll even change the gold color for you. We got yellow so far and white. You decide. White, yellow, rose, decide. I'm going to make sure we get them out the door. All 4 have got to go. They're not 23. They're going even lower. Remember, they started at $7,999 or more. That is the truth. And we're going to take them lower right now to $2,299. And that will be 60 seconds until sell out, if not sooner, because they could very well go at that price tag, yes. So the purple in the front is gone as well. That one is gone. Jason, you'd still like the blue, correct? Blue sapphire is, wait a minute, they haven't, nope, they are still verifying. Wait, hold on, we're checking, we're verifying, we'll see. So the purple gone, congratulations. The yellow trillion, the pinky purple, which is really a fuchsia color, and that has 93 points in diamonds. Remember, over a carat and over a carat there as well. So this is the time. Now the purple, 3272, gone. I'm gonna try that one on for the caller that got it, and we're obviously very busy on the phone line, so we'll see who's got what. Here's the purple that's already spoken for. Congratulations on that one. There is that beautiful luxury purple, true natural, remember, unheated entirely in that bridge. So well done. The unheateds are the purple, the pink purple, and the yellow, which is back up here up close. So we're really looking good on that price tag. $22.99, same thing. The last wheel sold out eventually. We'll make sure this one does the same. The yellow is gone. Let me try that on for you. That's 112.69.66. And take a look. Two ways to wear that because you have that chevron point to it as well. So you can wear it either way. That's a trillion. That was the largest. That's the 255 that is now spoken for. Here's what it looks like the other direction. So there you go. And that is $22.99 spoken for. Let's go look at our last two here. A pinky purple fuchsia and a true cornflower blue. Which one would you like? The one in platinum. Of course, that's our blue sapphire and platinum. The other one in your choice of gold. Remember, you are choosing your gold color in the gold options, which right now is down to that pinky purple, $22.99. Congratulations if you get them. We got the amethyst coming up. We've got the beautiful hoop earrings in whiter gold with that great texturing finish. I'm going to take a sip of water because it's about that time, usually the 2-hour mark. I need a little water, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, I didn't go far. That didn't take long. That was quick. So now we get to talk about, don't forget, we have two left. Don't wait on the sapphires, the beautiful blue in platinum. Maybe we just need a quick little glancy at that number, 74.79 on the blue. Maybe we need to bring it up just to show you the details. Carat 90 in the blue sapphire. Diamond weight is exactly 1 carat. That is both burnished round brilliance and baguette set within the inner, which is actually doing that concave style. So it's 2 rows, but see how they come down in like a valley there into the middle. Just helps to accentuate that beautiful sapphire that is set up the way it is, looking so good. So $22.99, I still can't believe this price tag. I look up there and I panic because I know everything, you know, the brain and the mouth sometimes, like they don't really match up. Your brain knows one thing about jewelry and knows that it should never be saying $22.99 when you've got sapphires of that size. So every time I get a little panicked seeing that price tag associated with those 2 beautiful sapphires. But again, our blue is here, our pinky purple is here, cushion cut, bigger stone is going to be the 190, but remember that's a 182 in the pink purple to follow. So very similar in the carat weight. They're only a couple points different. And do you want to see one of the better opals we have ever had? I think ever, really. This is my 1095 platinum piece. Look at this. I know it's not for everybody because it's kind of large. I mean, the color's gorgeous, but look at this on the hand here. This is an opal special I have that if you want the ideal opal, a 1095 in platinum might be the way to go. If it's looking like this, well, it does help that we're out of light, so that helps a little bit, but still, you're still going to see a lot more of that color in person from every single direction. That is the 1095. So just be aware, it's going to look like a 20 karat stone in real life. That's going to be platinum. Do you want to see it up close? All right, we'll clear away our sapphires. Don't wait on those, they'll go. Here comes the opal. Item number 7529. Wow, hello. There was a $72,000 price tag at TVON on this piece. Why would I bring something like this out on a Wednesday night? To scare you away? To give you $72,000 price points? No, because I'm reducing the price. Here tonight for you, we have about an hour and 10 minutes to go. We have a big top of the hour Tanzanite coming up in 10 minutes time. We've got this platinum opal, double halo, 1095, looks like a 22 carater or so. Take a look at this. That is shining brightly. It's obviously a large ring, but if you like color like this, you're probably not shying away from a 10 karat 95 stone because you like the bold and the beautiful. And this is bold and beautiful, to say the least. It's also rare and natural. It's Mother Nature's phenomena here of play of color. And some just, look at that, just by reaching over to do my zoom here, I block a light. Well, that's still, does it look better now than it does there? Uh-huh, look at that. Do you know that it's still not replicating normal light like in your foyer at home when you open that box? I don't know, where do you guys open your packages? The bedroom, the kitchen, I can't even make it past the entryway. I rip open packages right then and there if it's jewelry. Like if it's the paper plates I ordered from, you know, the big box. No, not really. But yeah, that can sit there for a few days. But like, you know, if it's something special, I'm excited about. So the point is, and why I'm burning my hand apart to do this, is because this is still, it looks better than there. But look at that. That's still just helping to make it look more realistic to what it's going to look like in your home, or when you wear it, or when you're out at dinner, or at the office, or at that function, or at that party, or wherever you decide to wear your fine jewelry. That's still everything you're seeing from there to there. And yet there, oh, that's too dark probably. Then I'm like in darkness here. But look at how beautiful. This is where I tell you all the time, the colors get brighter and bolder. That was an example there. Because this is still, even with a light out as we have, because it's too hot outside to handle the lights and the air conditioning, you know, I guess we don't need the air conditioning bills, then we have to charge you more for the jewelry, right? So we don't run the air conditioning. Good, because if we do, I don't know, power out here is expensive. Everything's expensive. So like we can't run the air conditioning all day to keep the light on. So we'd rather just, you know, give you better values on jewelry and keep the light off. It's fine. It's fine. It helps the opal, actually. I should do a whole show of opals because it helps. It's the best way to see it. It's going to give you the most true-to-life look. So again, let me walk around and block that light because this is not going to be $72,000. And that's the best part of all, is that I wouldn't be showing to you if I had to make it $72,000. But again, I've got carte blanche to really discount today. Been doing it for 2 hours. I'm going to keep it going for another hour. Let's do this at better than even $17,000. It's quite a drop. Someone got control of their host. What's the worst that could happen, right? What's the worst that could happen? What can I do? I got to give you the values. One thing about me, I got to give you, listen, we haven't been shopping together all these decades if it weren't for the values. You know, it's because of the values. That's, I buy your love. Give you the values, give away jewelry, that's it. And if I can't do that, then I shouldn't be doing it. So instead of even 17 or 15 or 14 or 13, this is about as large and impressive a collector's gem as you can get. And it's not 14, 13, 12, 11,000, and it's got diamond weight at 215. I didn't even talk about it, who cares? But there's over 2 carats in VS diamonds in this solid platinum mounting that is also built and made. Oh, look at that. It looks like a vintage inspired, it looks like vintage lace. It looks like Christian Dior from 1953 if we could make French lace in platinum. That's what it looks like. And yet that's the inside of your ring. And look at the colors. Not even polished in the back. It don't matter. It's still giving you color. Lots of colors. That is a beautifully finished, beautifully made, and yep, it's only going to look more powerful in person. It's not 11, it's not 10. If you get one thing from me ever again, it should be this opal. It is only $9,999. That's a brand new markdown. We just took literally tens of thousands of dollars off of that price for one collector to take advantage tonight of the value in opals. Point blank, it's right there. It's sitting right there. It's whether you want, I don't know, what do you want? Reds, purples, greens? I got them all. Oranges, yellows, goldens, turquoise, it's all there. Do you want pastels or neons? Even that. There's different tones of the color all the way through, and it's really one of those red-based stones. You see it there? It really is that red-pink base instead of being blue. And that is 2 carats plus in diamond. I mean, come on. There's so many people asking $10,000 a carat for junky diamonds. I don't just have a 2-carat diamond ring here. I've got VS diamonds, 215, and you're paying less with the opal that is the rarest of them all. That's the rarity in this ring. It's not the platinum. It's not the diamonds. I know it's 215 in diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. Be over $10,000. Anywhere else you shop for VS diamonds, they're $38,000 a carat. That is nearly $80,000 worth in diamonds. And you're not paying that. And the most important part of the ring is the opal, for sure. It's not even a contest. The opal is the most important part. And it's $9,999. That's how you treat yourself. To a collectible, to a rarity, to something that should be a lot more and was. Let's go with our golden diamond earrings. I'm keeping that. Like I said, we're maxing out the Amex later at 8 o'clock. You got another 65 minutes to shop, and then I'm shopping. Because that's how good. I cannot make jewelry, and I make jewelry every day, okay, under brand names that are not TVON. And yet, guess what? I can't make jewelry for these prices. So you think I'm going to pass up deals like this? And sure, I pay more than you do, but that's all right. That's all right. Look at this. This is a hoop earring. North to south, this is how they'll sit in the ear. I don't think they're going to fall forward a little bit, so I'm going to leave them on their side for the moment, just so you can see all the grandeur, All the details, the design, the diamonds. I like the diamonds. 16 diamonds per earring. 32, look at, she can do math. It's like 32 diamonds stacked that end up looking from a distance like you're wearing one big princess cut. It's 1127851 is the item number. Let me know who's got that opal, because that one's going. That one is going. And I might have to wear that until it does go, because I love that opal. I'm not usually one for opals, but when they look that good, yeah, it'll make you a believer. But here's 35 points in diamonds. This is my really easy 5/8 of an inch hoop. Yet it's easy, but it's different. This is not the basic diamond hoop. This isn't a little thin, frail piece of gold. This has got some boldness to it. It's got width and height. It's got a beautiful look to it. It's here's what they look like. There's that really cool button release, which is not in every earring. This is what they look like from a distance. Look at that shine you've got there. How about that for something special? All that little ribbing or texturing. There's your 5/8 of an inch. That's between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch for reference. So you've got this great look. This is, I know it's subtle, it's very difficult to see, but that's a little button here. So what you're gonna do is press that down and that'll release it, okay? So when you press this down, it'll open up the locking of the post, because the post locks on its own. So that's it, you just press that little button down, it'll open up. It's a slightly curved post. It is a really beautiful look side to side as well, so that's important, and we're gonna make it really, really affordable. Now that's a lot of gold and 35 points in diamonds, but it's about the look that you're gonna get, and I gotta show you that, what they look like on. And by the way, they're finished beautifully. I just noticed that. I was so enamored with the outside detailing. Look at that finishing. Look at that. That's all diamond cutouts in the undergallery itself there, so you can see how that's done. It's just a kind of a nice extra. I mean, it's not a real long hoop, so it's not like everyone's gonna be looking at the inside of your earring. I'll let you be the judge of that when you see them on. It's not like you're all going to see like the inside, but that's just, again, how really great jewelry is structured. That's how really good jewelry is made. When there's really no limit on what you're charging someone for jewelry, like out in design house worlds, you don't need to cut corners. And that's part of the reason great designers are great designers, is they do everything, every last detail to perfection. They don't hold back, they don't skimp, they don't cut corners, and we don't either. Because again, we are on par with all that fabulous fine jewelry. You can see here from a distance away, they just have this great shine. It almost looks like there's water. It almost looks like a waterfall. Or have you ever seen those walls of water? They're outside of beautiful boutique hotels, and sometimes I think of Las Vegas on the Strip, one of the best hotels out there. It's a big wall of water that's out front, and it's just, it sparkles. That's really what you're getting this look of here. It's not a heavy earring at all. It's got this beautiful texture. That's the texture that, notice you don't see it. You see a lot of shine off the surface, and then that block of diamonds, like an iceberg of diamonds right up top, or really at the midsection of the earring, and that's what I love, is the width they're giving you. Let's go back close up. Just wanted you to see a frame of reference on, and they are going to be better than $29.99 tonight. We have our last 60 minutes to go. So the question is, what would you like to see? I know we have our big top of the hour Tanzy, which is a party in a stone, but that's coming up. But we have more on the way, and we can do whatever you want to do. Whatever it is you want to see, that's what you should be calling in and telling us what that is. What piece would you like to get a hold of before it's too late or before it's gone completely, where the price goes up? Nobody wants to pay more than they have to. That is for sure. So here's what we have for you on this textured earring. Not going to be $2,000, not going to be $1,000. We're blowing them out. I'm making them $999 for all that gold, and substantial it is, with the diamonds over 1/3 of a carat as well. And our big top of the hour, it's headed our way. We've got a few seconds left till we bring in the Tanzanite of the day. It is so good. The Tanzanite, I've given it a couple of flashes here and there, and honestly, if you're not getting that big opal, there's a miss out moment here. There's a definite, that's a stone that you're never going to see replicated. Not without, let me preface this. I've done some auctions recently where I've been able to be around great jewelry, be an auctioneer at fine jewelry auctions out here. And I will just say, that is the kind of opal, when we talk about $10,000 a carat, they're never like this. The $10,000 carat opals that I used to sell way back when, 20 years ago, with the mine owner himself standing by my side, those were 10,000 a carat. They were 2 carats, 1 carats. Nothing like this 11 carat stone that you see all the way from clear across where you are at home. Welcome in, everybody. It's TVON. Good evening to you. It's Wednesday night. I'm your host, Lauren Blair. I will be here with you for the next 59 minutes and 20 seconds. We've got a whole party for your Wednesday night. Wednesday night, I know, you can party on a Wednesday night. You have full permission. So here's what we're going to do. On the earrings, $9.99. We'll see who's got them. The opal is $99.99. We've got the Tanzanite coming up next. So good. And get ready, because this Tanzanite is where it's at. Item number is 1129301. I've been showing it, we've been flashing it, and you've all said, when's it coming out to play? The answer is now. And we kept it classic, and we're just about to run out on blue wing block Ds forever and ever and ever and ever. Thank you on the earrings. Look at this. Okay. Now, a couple things to know about this stone. I got to polish it up. That is for sure. But let's zoom back. At least you can see the whole ring. So I can also move it to your eye level here, because you got to see it straight on upright. It's 9301. It's our big 4 carat 70. It does look larger. I've been around a lot of Tanzanites, a lot of blue wing block Ds over the last nearly, can you believe it? It's been almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years in December. Whether we have them by then, probably not. But not unless I stop selling them tonight and then maybe save one for the anniversary. That's what we should do. We should just say tonight's the final night and then save like those last 2 for the big anniversary show on December 18th. Are we even here on December 18th? Let me look. Let me look, because maybe we'll have to put that on the calendar. Maybe that's what we should do. Just cease all Tanzanites. Save a couple for the big grand finale anniversary. Yeah, we could do that. December 18th, it's a Thursday. We could do it. I mean, kind of puts us real close to holidays. I don't know, that's iffy. A lot of you might be partying without me, who knows. But here's the deal, guys. I'm not sure how we're going to completely finish up our Tanzanite collection, but I know that day is very near. So we all know that. We know there have been obviously great stones. We were in the Museum Reserve and we've been showing those for a while now. So now we're getting towards the tail end of everything in blue wing block Ds, from the regular to the Museum Reserve, that are literally were put aside for a museum, should be at museums, instead they're going to you. Let's talk about 470 with 51 points in diamonds. The perfect halo here. Nothing too extravagant as far as, we don't want to take it out of classic. We don't want to keep it, we really don't want to have this be like out of the classic range here. So it is something about these stones, just attracts everything from the air. Let's take a look at this again. And this is what I want to show you. The pure reds that come on through. 470, 14 karat solid gold. You know how I've been telling you for the last few days that bands are like $1,500 for a basic band? That changed since I last saw you. Gold is now $4,100 an ounce. So even gold bands, like the most simple, oh, there's that block. I should stand here and warm my hands all night long, because that shows you a little better true to life color. Does it with our opals, does it here too. With those Tanzanites, look at that. So again, white, yellow, rose gold, you're gonna decide. We're going to need some help on this one. I'm going to need a lot of help on this one, because this one got a big old price tag. Well, I can see why. It's a good stone. 51 points in diamonds as well. Keeping it classic there, though. Keeping it wearable. Keep it in that classic motif. Nobody can deny that a halo is not like the classic go-to style, because you know you're going to love it 10 years from now. Listen, I think about even, generations beyond our own, when you pass it down, and jewelry is forever. This material, it outlives all of us. I mean, it's true. So this is material where you cannot afford to wait because we're running out of it. Then I just hate the thought of, so many of you said already, you've been looking around because you've been preparing for, a lot of you are just doing due diligence. I'm all for that. If you're a really good shopper, you're looking around at what other people's prices are, you're figuring it out, you're looking around at per carats on block C material that's really light, and you're going, I see what she's talking about. Why would I pay $2,200 a carat for light washed out material when I can shop here, get the best material that nobody else has access to, spend a lot less to get it, get better diamonds, get a lot of gold, not have to go with a plated metal or, by goodness, a sterling. Now I'm seeing stainless steel. And I got to tell you, I get why they're doing it. I get it. Some people are having to do stainless steel just to get away from all precious metals. Stainless steel is worth not a lot. So again, that's not really fine jewelry anymore. You can put stones in it all day long, but if it doesn't have a foundation that's fine, it's not fine. So this is really important. You've got gold, highest end metal in the world. Never seen prices like we have. You got all the best, and now we're just waiting on a really, really, really good price. And that's all you come here for, is a really good price on something you can't find anywhere else. That price happens to be tonight, $69.99. Best case scenario on a Wednesday. I'm making it even better than that. We're going to have to go on the auction block, because I just think we could sit here and watch it spin. At $6,999, we're going, I like it, but it's really, really, really out of the price point for now. Well, listen, waiting is not going to help anybody. Waiting is not going to do us any favors on price tags. I always think about the fact that It's just something that kind of comes to mind when I need a little extra motivation. I think about the fact that we're never going to be as young as we are at this very moment, which, you know, is odd to think about, but kind of striking. And honestly, I'm thinking about that in terms of jewelry. Jewelry is never going to be as affordable as it is at this moment. It's true. It's really, really true. So if there is something that you love, that you've wanted to, especially for the collector's pieces like this, something you really want to own, have for a lifetime, get that quality. Listen, if you're not into quality, you don't need to shop from me. You really don't. There are so many options out there, and everyone's doing a really good job at what they do. So there's a lot of options. If you're not really a stickler for quality, honestly, don't probably shop with me. You probably don't need to, because we're just about every single piece we bring has to be of the highest quality. Otherwise, we don't bring it, we don't bother. So it is why, again, we're not 24 hours, because again, you kind of need to have a lot of quality standards, a lot of different qualities to offer if you're 24 hours, because you can't have all the finest. There's not enough fine in the world. So, you know, if you're really not a stickler for quality, you can shop elsewhere. Are you going to get a better value? I can't honestly say you would. So that's kind of why I like our value story. But at the same time, I know 6,000 is not going to work and 5,000 is not going to work, because I've been with you for 2 hours and 7 minutes. And it's going to take a little more value to get you on board, to get you to hop on the train here of Wednesday night, to get you in on the values, and to feel good at the end of the night, because you go, I got the best value out there. And I'm glad I was watching at that moment, because it's not 5 and it's not 4 and it's not even going to be, I don't know, $3,500 seems real cheap, but you know what? Let's do it. $3,500 to get it started on the Tanzanite of a lifetime, and let me try it on, because you do want to see what this looks like from a distance away, because watch this. It will look even better and brighter and more saturated as we get it out of those brighter lights. You see right there how stunning that is. How about $3,000 to get it going? $10 increments only, and you also get a choice of gold color. So white gold, yellow gold, or the rose gold. Completely up to you to decide. But 3,000, oh my goodness, I have really done a number on these incredible values we've always had. I mean, 7 years almost. We've been bringing blue wing block Ds, everybody's dream Tanzanite. Nobody else in the world has it. All that great quality, and yet look at that price tag, 3,000. Wait, isn't it true that as things get more limited, don't things usually get higher in price, not lower? Isn't that usually how the world works? Limited editions, whether it's something that's more just, again, running a little low in supply or quantity, we usually see that demand go up, and so does the price. How about better than even 3,000? It's nearly 5 carats in size. This is one of those stones that's working a little magic on the carat weight, because it looks even larger, doesn't it? It looks even larger, I would say. Come on over. It looks like a big stone, like a 6 carat, 7 carat. It's not going to be 3,000. How about 29? How about 28? How about 27? I need some callers. It's the last call on Wednesday. It's the one and only Tanzanite I have. We brought out some earrings by request. They're still here. The earring studs for $9.99 if you need to see those again. But 28, 27, $2,600. Oh my, oh my. That's getting a little low here, because we are already talking about a mounting that I know you really probably are getting real tired of seeing that price tag increase every day on gold, but it's happening. And there's nothing, you all or me, there's nothing. You're probably saying, come on, Lolo, do something. Do something. Talk to those people that run that. I can't do anything about gold. But it does mean that just the gold alone, if you were to strip it down, take the Tanzanite out, take the 51 points in diamonds out, you're over $2,000 now in gold. This is why so many people swear off fine jewelry. But have you seen my price tags? Now we're not doing $2,000 for the gold, because my goodness, you've got a 470 Tanzanite and you have the half carat NVS diamonds, and right now that's only $600. So that's how you have to look at this. If I had a 470 blue wing for $600, you'd be interested. If I had 51 points in diamonds for $600, you'd be interested. You'd probably be calling a friend and telling them your secret to where you're shopping for all your fine jewelry. It's not even $2,600. Let's go for it. I need some calls. We're going to get it going. We're going to get this a home tonight, and it's going to be $2,500. I mean, rock bottom doesn't even cover it. I took the shovel out. I started digging and digging and digging. We are below rock bottom. This is how you get An extraordinary 470, looks even larger. If you've always dreamed of having the 6 or the 7 carat, well, this is the look of. And we are looking for $2,500. I'm giving it 60 seconds to get it started. We got the prerequisite yellow diamond. I got the 1 carat yellow diamond for the price. You know the price now. We have an emerald that's incredible. I'm going to bring you an emerald. We have a gold necklace. We have some mandarin earrings. We've got my designer bangle. We've got a few other things to show you. We are taking requests. We've got recaps as well, because quite a few pieces are here. If you need a sapphire, we got the blue. If you want the 213 yellow, if you want the Tanzanite studs, the color change sphene, the men's cat's eye chrysoberyl, we got it all. But $2,500 to get this started. I'm not going anywhere till we get that open, because there's got to be, I know we have a lot of people out there who have a lot of Tanzanites. I'm so proud of that. That will be probably my biggest legacy that I leave behind in this business, is the fact that you will reach out to me at some point in the future and say, I'm watching you on TV, and I'm watching you do something different. I gotta say, my biggest jewelry legacy I will leave in this business of television, when I've done a little bit of everything, the biggest legacy I will leave is the Tanzanite pricing. I think specifically the Tanzanite pricing that I've given over the last 7 years here. Because when you bring the ultimate best, I don't know what you like to shop for, but outside the jewelry world, if it's homes, cars, yachts, or just really, really, really good things, the better qualities go for more money. So what has happened here is to bring you this best quality and to bring it as affordable as we have. That is really something you don't normally see. So $2,500, let's give it a final call. We'll give it 60 seconds, and we're gonna show you, this is the big sphene. I had this earlier in the show. That is still here, by the way. So I think it was a little early for some, because I know we get a little more audience this later times of the evening. Here it is. That's the radiant cut sphene, and that is our big time, 135 color changing sphene. Just want to remind you, it's here at 19, or actually we did better than $19.99. I got it down $16.99 on that one. So that's a really important color change stone. Something I'd like you to think about if you are a fan of those stones. Definitely get that one. We've got a wonderful yellow diamond for you. We are going to bring out, I know you keep asking about the bangle. I clearly showed that too early. The bangle I'm wearing, yes, that is, I know, I was wearing a designer piece the other day, and oh my gosh. You said, please tell me you're selling that. Oh, not quite. Not there yet. But I tell you, this is the designer piece that is actually our own. And this is the big bangle. Just a reminder, you're not going to see this going forward with me. This is my last time showing this bangle. I am not going to be one to be able to show it to you, asking for $16,000 or $17,000. That is what we are looking at going forward. Please understand that gold is taken even since I last saw you. Was I on a 3-week vacation? No, but I was on my 2-day vacation. I think some people call it the weekend. And what happened was, in the 2 days since I last saw you, when I left here on Sunday, gold was still, I know, a measly like $3,400 or $35. I don't remember exactly what it was. But then, since I last saw you, Monday and Tuesday went by. I hope you had a good Monday and Tuesday. And now gold's at 41, or close to 41. Again, I did not check where it closed. I checked where it was this morning at 6 a.m. Pacific time when I was up. So again, here's the thing. And then things got a little busy. So I meant to check it at 4 o'clock, and I didn't because I was in a meeting. But anyway, this is our 77 pointer. The point is, why am I talking about gold? It doesn't matter as much if there's a gram or 2 grams or 3 grams or 10. But when you have a bangle that is heavy and solid and really substantial with big diamonds like this one is, that's kind of the ultimate high-end designer bangle, then this is where you want to go. Because 77 points, that's just really the icing. It's the gold behind it. The depth, I mean, why do we have width and depth? You're probably going, what the heck, is she selling a mattress today? No, this is width and depth because, I know, couches, what am I selling? Like furniture now? Here's our love seat. Here's our chaise lounge. Here's our big oversized sectional. Yeah, I mean, right? That's okay. Not something I know a lot about, but okay. It's not that kind of thing, but when you've got a bangle of this size, you've got to touch into those kind of metrics. You got to talk about the substance because it is solid. And we are going to make this bangle, we're going to make your day here. And I know this is the kind of piece that in the past I've had in presentations where we've had 300 go out the door. It is not that case anymore. It does take too long to make. We will never have 300 again. I'm going to be seeing 5-figure, 5-digit price tags when we see it next. That's why I probably am not going to be all that enthused to show it. But when it's this great value for this amount of gold and you have white and yellow made up and ready to go in the average size, this is how you do it. And it's a men's or ladies piece. It's unisex. We actually had a gentleman pick up one earlier for himself. So this is where, again, you want to shop. because this is the one I know that like everyone I know, and I know I work with a lot of men who wear jewelry as well, just because I've always worked in the sports business up till this home shopping world. And so, and believe it or not, the whole jewelry world is pretty much men too. I'm really proud to say we're female led. So it's kind of exciting. We have a female management team and core base ownership. So that's really exciting too, is that again, I don't know if it's really good to sell things that you don't wear or that you don't know a lot about. And so, and it's ironic because I think back to all the figureheads I've worked with in this business who were males. They didn't wear stitched jewelry, not one of them. I can go through a list of them, some of which you know. They didn't wear jewelry at all. Most of them didn't even wear wedding rings. They were married and they didn't wear wedding bands. Now, we can debate why that was, but the whole point is they didn't wear jewelry. So again, all those things that we talk about with, like, again, who knows jewelry best? The people who wear it, the people who live their lives in it, the people who really understand and really know what it's like, not just to look at quality, but to wear quality, because it's a tactile sensation you get. Wearing jewelry is not looking at jewelry, and you can look at it all day long, but you know when you wear it, there's a feeling, there's a prominence that you want to feel. Let's face it, the days of heavy high-end jewelry are probably gone outside of our world. So this is your chance, unless you have, again, $100,000, $200,000 to spend. Here's the bangle to get, and we're not even asking $10,000. When everything here, solid. It's not a clink, clank, 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 clank. It's a thud. And that's really important. If I lay it down, and listen, you can drop it, and don't get mad. This is what we do in real life. We are not babying our jewelry. This is gold and it's diamonds. You don't need to baby it. You can this is what we do. End of the day, you got to take off your jewelry. It goes on the nightstand. You fling it across the kitchen counter, whatever it is. This is not going to be the piece you need to baby or be delicate with. It is strong. It is heavy. It is tough. You wear it every day. And it's not going to be $10,000. It's not $5,000. We have, I think we've got only one left in the yellow gold, right? One left in white, one left in yellow. Okay, so here's where we're at. That's it. If you need us to make it again, it's going to be a different price. So here's the chance to get it. If you do need the larger size, meaning a 7.5 or above, then ask your operators. I know they've got a price tag out there. I'm not sure what it is. So here's the deal, because we had to retool it. But here's what we've got for you, because that one would have to be custom made. So that one might be a little more like today's gold price. If you need the average size, great news. Then we generally wear the larger size. As I was saying, I work with a lot of gentlemen from the sports world that love their jewelry, that wear styles like this. The difference is they make $300 million a year between salaries and advertising deals and all that. So they can go out to the designer world, the French designer who made this look famous, and they can go spend $70, $80, $100,000 a bracelet, and they can stack them all up and down the arm. For the rest of us who really just want to be on budget, this is how you get your fine quality, not going to be $4,000. And yes, to answer the question of a caller earlier, yes, they're real diamonds. Yes, there are 7 individual 11-point stones set down into the very thick, very wide, very deep bangle. And this, again, you can shop it later at some point. It will be lots more money. I've been trying to tell you for years now, gold is going up. Don't wait on the classics. You do not want to wait now. The way gold is going, if we ever show it again, it is going to be in the 5-figure price point. There is no other way. You can't make something this substantial and with the big VS diamonds and not have it be in that upper echelon of pricing. So if you are conscious of budget, if you are wanting to save as much as you can, if you do value, this is how you got to get this bracelet. And it's not even $4,000 or $39.99. This is probably the value in all that we do. In all of gold, in all of jewelry, in all of fine, this is the value. And it's, again, if you're wondering, how do I get it on? Do I need a lock? No, you do not. You do, oh my goodness, I can't. The reason I will not wear the designer version is because I am not going to use, I am too busy to get out a lock and a key and literally have somebody unlock my bracelet. Are you kidding me? No, not gonna happen. I like the sentiment behind it, like, you're forever bound. But I do appreciate that I can take my jewelry off, because I don't know about you, but I don't like to swim in my jewelry. I get in the pool a lot. I don't shower in my jewelry either, except my earrings. So again, I like to take my jewelry off just because I know it's gold, it can tolerate it, but I don't know, I'm a little more careful than that. So here's what you got. So again, feel free to wear it, enjoy it as you like, but if you need ease of taking it off, there is that little subtle button. See it right there? Press it down, it opens it up. It's an interlocking closure. So that's it. You just literally open it up to close it, 2 clicks, click, click, and that's it. Smooth, seamless style. It's not even $3,000. This is your final call to get it at a price within this stratosphere, if you will. This is your chance. It's $2,999. I got one in white, one in yellow. And then anything beyond that that we need to make, we'll have to adhere to a different price tag, which would be oodles and oodles and oodles of money. Because again, it's not just as simple as take a gram weight and times it by a per gram price. It's not that simple, especially when you're adding big diamonds, especially when you have a lot of workmanship. Like I said, these take months and months to build. So this is why you want to get it today while it's at this great value, and that'll be it at $29.99. Okay, so our last call on the show is here. We've got about 35 minutes left. We still have dangling diamonds by the yard. We still have that gorgeous color change sphene pendant. We have a couple previews of what's happening this weekend if you like other designer styles like my U-Link earrings, something like this. I know we vowed we would bring these to you at some point in time. The time is now, or at least this weekend. Those are my diamond pave U-Link earrings that I adore. Those are coming up. I own the necklace. I'm excited to bring you the earrings. So we'll have that for you. And then we also have the color change sphene. I've got the emerald too. So the emerald is very, very high end because you know how good emeralds get. They get pricey, they get pricey fast. But we've had a lot of you emerald collectors lately who are loving the brightest, the boldest, the Colombian emeralds out of the Muso mine. Here we go. The latest installment of our collection of Colombians is here, and it's item number 1129306, and it's got an 80 pointer. Now, will you please remember that emeralds are going to look bigger, like double what they weigh, so it looks like a carat 60 all day. If it were any other stone, it'd be like a carat 60 to a carat 75. You've got our 80 point Colombian with 102. When I brought you this great debut of an emerald the other night, a lot of you were a little bit kind of miffed that it was still like, what was it, $49.99? So it was about the same look, and this one's got a carat 02, so it's still got a lot of diamond weight, double halo split shank on the sides. What I'm really digging about it is the fact I got to give it away to get the phone lines to ring, because I refuse to believe that we lost our broadcast at 7 o'clock, because that's usually when we get busy. I understand it's a busy night of other things, but I do understand that we also need to make, again, some values happen for you. And the values just become better. You know, sometimes, again, not everyone understands this because it's tough. This is a business that's tough to understand unless you do it, and there's only a few of us that do it. But you know, it's one thing to watch it from afar, but it's tougher to understand that sometimes you need to maneuver. And the reason these shows are live is sometimes we need to actually kind of maneuver things on the fly. Like sometimes what might have worked on a Sunday morning is not going to work on a Wednesday night. So it's just a different kind of thing, which is why I suggest if you can be with us for 3 hours, 5 times a week, to be here, because you never know what's going to happen. And this is a prime example, because I'm going to take our $16,999 Muso Colombian emerald that's almost a carat, and we're going to let you price it however you want. Yeah, we're going to go, I know this is not allowed, but listen, the last emerald I sold on the show was 20 grand. Y'all saw it if you were with me on Friday night? Friday night. That was the last emerald I sold on this show. Oh no, there was a round by special request that I brought out on Saturday morning. But other than that, I had a $20,000 Muso Colombian emerald. Now, that's obviously, I would say that there's going to be more people looking for something like this, just simply on a wearability standpoint. It's zero to start. Sometimes you just got to believe. And I know that y'all are smart. Y'all are savvy. You know prices. You know deals. You know when a deal is a deal. This, zero. A big old zero. Now, we're not here for that much longer, so I'm not going to do a dollar increment. I'm going to do, you know, I'm not even going to do $2,000 increments. Let's do $1,000 increments. It's fair. It's a $17,000 emerald. It's the creme de la creme, the gem de la gem, the creme de la gem. And it's, you know what, let's even do this. How about $500 increments? That way it's easier. Otherwise, you know, who knows? We'll see what happens. We're rolling the big dice. It's 35 minutes to go, and I'll try this on so you get an idea. You'll also change the gold color. But we're looking at a very important, again, the band, just the gold is over $2,000 because you see it's a split shank, so it's like a twofer. And then you've got the incredible diamonds. Those are about $10,000 a carat. Well, that's math I can do. That's over $10,000 in the diamonds. And we got a beautiful emerald at an 80 pointer, and we have nada. So we can always listen. The rule is this: if it doesn't get an open, I get to take it home. No, okay, that's not the rule. That is not the rule. I mean, unless I give them $16,999 or more. But here's the deal: we've got no bidders. It's a no reserve auction. it really does kind of test the audience because, listen, I know there's a lot going on tonight, so I'm aware, and we haven't been here for a couple of days, so some people just forget about us till, I don't know, Sunday. So here's the deal. Yes. $5,000? Oh, was it just 500? Okay, I'll take that too. He said 5, so I wasn't sure. I mean, it would be equally as stunning to start at $5,000, but we're at 500. So now come on in, because it's a no reserve auction, and now we have the open, so it'll sell to somebody, and it won't be me at $17,000. We have $500 now. We've got a few people. I'm just going to take a seat here for a minute and just hang out. We do have $1,000 now. So again, we're working our way. We're about halfway, not quite halfway, but we're almost halfway to the gold. Just if you took out the diamonds and the emerald, we're about halfway to the gold. So we're at $1,000. No reserve. Take a look. Yeah, this would be a good time to dial in. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, and how about I size it for you for free? Ship it to you for free. Don't ask for any tax outside the state of California. You know all the things we do on every single item. 15 over here. We have $1,500. We got a long way to go, so just get comfy. You might have time to go to the fridge and go make a sandwich and come. No, I wouldn't recommend that. Who knows? You know what I tend to do with these no reserve auctions? I tend to just wait till we have a bidder left, and when we have one bidder left, which could be now, we just give it a clock. But that is not a $1,500. Listen, if that were a $1,500 ring, I'd say, can I sell 25,000 of them? I don't have 25,000, obviously. I wish we did. We don't. It's at $1,500 currently with only, no, we cannot be. Okay, so I have taught you nothing about jewelry. In my last 25 years, I apparently have not done my job in teaching us about jewelry and about what this Mayberg stone costs in the real world, the $32,000 carat gemstone. We have $2,000, by the way. New bidder just came in because they said a $17,000 ring for $2,000. Sign me up, hook me up. Well, I will hook you up. That's what we do. We're here live. We spend this couple of hours together every day, except for Monday, Tuesday, just to hook you up with jewelry. So here we are at $2,000, and we have got, oh my good, one bidder left? No. It's a $17,000 ring. We can't be selling this at no $2,000. We have now I can't do anything about this, keep in mind, because I also don't have a reserve. You know how like when you search that eBay auction and there's that car you've always dreamt of owning? And you go, oh, it says, look at that, it says 0. No, my goodness, it's only 500. Well, there's a reserve on that. So yeah, you're not getting the $200,000 car for 200 bucks. There's a reserve. I don't have that safety net here. I have no reserve. We have a $500 increment. This is about as deluxe, gorgeous, and rare as an emerald gets. Now, if you think that I started at 0 because it's a $1,000 ring and you're overpaying for it, it is a $17,000 ring, and you have my word on this, you are not overpaying for that ring. We have got a long, we're still not to the gold price by itself. True story, word of honor. We can, and obviously you know that because you probably heard the gold's like $4,100 an ounce. So you can't make the gold for that. You have the diamonds at over a carat. They're all big round brilliants individually. 2 halos because 2 is better than 1. You keep it classic, but you double it up. We're going to give it 2 minutes because I have one bidder left. That's it, one bidder. One bidder, I can't believe it. And I would do anything if I could to just talk them out of this, give them a house credit not to take it. I mean, anything to have them bow out. But wait, no, we're not done. Help me, save me from myself. And if you got the wrong impression, forgive me. I didn't mean to start at 0, making you think that that's a $500 ring. It's not. The price is right up there. And if we're looking at a buy it now, if you want to say, I don't want the competition in the auction, buy it now at 17. But you have an opportunity right now. We have 2,000, so we are looking for $2,500, and nowhere else can you buy the gold for that. True story. If you don't believe me, check out a retail store tomorrow. They probably already adapted. It doesn't take them long to change those price tags in their system. They literally just say, whatever that gold price was, up it by 20%. And that's passed along to the consumer. We're not doing that. Did exactly the opposite here, and now we're in a world of hurt. So 2,000, nobody else. And look at this from a distance to see what that's going to look like on the hand, proving the point that that looks far larger than an 80-point stone. Emeralds always do. They always do. So now we are ready. 2,000, one bidder, final call, 2 minutes. And you have 2 minutes to dial in to participate. Otherwise, it is done to 2,000. That's it. 2 minutes. And we're looking for a $500 increment. That is too cheap. Just in a word, too cheap And here we go with our final call. And let me know what else you'd like to see for the last 25 minutes or so. When this auction wraps up, we got a few minutes left, and we'll go over 3 on some requests here coming up. We got another request on the way. I know we have Bangle still verifying as well. Linda, we've got your blue zircon coming up. It's a good one from the weekend. A really, really good one. So we'll bring that out to you, Linda. That's coming up next, right after this. 90 seconds remaining here to go. Last chance for calls. Now remember, you have to dial in before that clock hits 00. And I know it's going to sell. We know that. Right now, we've got, thank you so much, Brenda. Brenda's on the line here at 2. But again, it looks like we may have some competition. We should have a power bid right now. There should be a $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 power bid. And look at the savings you would still have in line if you were to power bid your way up to this. But this is our final minute. Last chance, last call. Thanks for being with us. We got 29 minutes, so let me know what you'd like to see before we go. The bangles are here if you'd like them. That gorgeous designer bangle, major value there, but here we are. Last chance, $2,000. Jason, do you have Linda, our requester, or somebody on the emerald? Just going to keep an eye on things as we have our last 45 seconds remaining. All right, looks like we may have 25. We'll check it out. 30 seconds. Linda, you're invited to get on the phone lines early as well. If you want to be there, sometimes we show requests that have already been seen before. They tend to go to other people sometimes. So make sure you're on the phone lines in a hurry. We'll show that right away. In about 20 seconds, we'll get that for you. Also have our great highway ring. We'll recap that in 18 karat gold. Our opal for $99.99 was so good. We also have that DBTY. We brought you a diamonds by the yard earlier by request. That's still here too. Had some Tanzanite studs earlier. Men's cat's eye chrysoberyl, 2 karat 13 yellow diamond. I mean, you name it. We have had some beauties tonight. And our last call is here. 2,000? Do we have 25? Yes, we do. Thank you. $2,500. Thank you very much. All right, Cheryl's in the lead. Jason, you're on something else, right? Okay. 25 going once. I think Brenda's out. Yes, she is. Thank you, Brenda, for participating. And Cheryl, once, twice, 3 times, that is yours. Congratulations. I do want to show you our blue zircon necklace. We had this over the weekend, and very large princess cut here. It's 9405. Linda, this is for you. Hope this is one you're looking for. It's got a great big blue zircon. We'll show you up close. Wanted to give you a sense of the scale from a distance away, first and foremost. And then you have this great diamond design. So this is a square cut stone, but then it takes that square design in diamonds, angles it a little bit more, added 2 extra diamonds. Here's your adjustability. Lobster claw, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length. You decide. Let's show it on real quick before we go to the up close. Show you that size perspective from a distance. And it's always going to sit perfectly centered up. And here's what it looks like up close. One of the bigger values in blue zircon. They're calling it an Asher. It will say that on your invoice. Just know it's not. It's a princess cut. Makes it very rare. It is our 255 loaded with big diamonds. We're doing that for $17.99. $17.99, and one caller gets it. That's it. So $17.99, just to recap, it did start at over $4,000. We've got it down to $17.99. That's it on that blue zircon full necklace attached to the chain. Here's that adjustability as well with those O-rings. So you can see how it makes it really easy to find the length you need. 16 being the shortest, 17 right in the middle, 18 at the longest. And yes, thank you. All right, back to our next request. Hi, Ginger. Ginger has a request for some diamond inside outs. These are the slate ovals. Love them for everyday wearable. Item number 212. Usually you're calling a 212 number to get that undisclosed price tag from the piece you saw in the magazine. Usually like a New York jewelry designer's headquarters, 212, price upon request. There are no 3 scarier words in the English language for jewelry lovers than price upon request. It means you ain't affording that, right? If they can't print it, then yeah, I don't know how many people are going to say, oh sure, yeah, just send it on over. It's really scary. And usually VS diamonds that are $38,000 a carat plus gold at $4,100 an ounce, it means you're spending about 45 grand for this earring. Thank goodness for TVON. Yep. TGF, TVON. Okay, 105 oval, inside out, 1 inch. 1 inch by 3/4, what does that mean? Well, they're 3/4 wide. If they were rounds, they'd be 1 inch diameter. Instead, these are oval, so it's 3/4 of an inch wide, 1 inch in length, and they look fabulous. We have a rose gold here to show you. I don't have the white gold for some strange reason, but that's okay. Their request didn't have time to gather all of them up, but they're white, yellow, or rose. They're an incredible value, and there they are in 2 different gold colors that really, if they can look that white and bright in those colors of gold, think of how gorgeous they're going to look in that fabulous white gold where there actually is no reflection of the metal itself. It's just bright and beautiful. And 105 in diamond weight. Would you like to see one on? Of course you would. There's that button release as well. Here's what they look like from the ruler perspective. There's that side profile. You can see that button. Press that down. It releases that inside locking post. You've got a great length here at 1 inch. I will pop one on for you as well. That's easy to do. I love nothing more than popping in earrings like this because it really shows you. It's going to hide your piercing itself, so you never need to worry about seeing that stretched out piercing. Don't worry, we've all got one. If we've been wearing earrings for any amount of time, you know, your piercing may have seen better days. Doesn't need to worry. Don't need to worry a thing about it. And I always like having an inside out in a longer style. And when I say long, doesn't need to be 4 or 5 inches. I love a good hoop. I love a big hoop, but I know they're not always wearable by everybody for every day. And that's what I love about a 1 inch style. It's enough drop to appreciate the diamonds that are lining the inside. After all, if they're too short, you're never going to see the diamonds. So why are you paying for something you can't see? I would ask sincerely, why pay for something you're never going to see or people are never going to see? In this case, you have that drop. It's enough drop to appreciate the diamonds that are lining the inside of the back of the earring, still gleaming and all the way around the front. So you see how they make that curve so it looks like they continue all the way around. And this is that easy on, easy off style. Now they're also going to be better than that $19.99 price tag we've got for you. Let's take them on down, extra discounting for tonight. Here's what they look like up close. And that is one out of the, I would say definitely a classic, wouldn't you say? A hoop of this size, classic style. They are $1,599 only for the 1 inch oval inside out. And again, a lot of workmanship goes into those earrings. No doubt about it. It's so much easier to just do one row up front, whole different level when you've got 1 inch and inside out styling and all of that, and $15.99. So thank you, Ginger, for that request. And anybody who'd like to take a pair may until they sell out. Remember Tanzanite studs, designer bangles, it's all here. Men's ring for under $2,000. That's not something you see every day. Had our under $10,000 wheel. We've got the big opal and the big 2-carat 13 yellow diamond. Also our highway design ring, also here. Our big blue sapphire, that is also here. That's a little shocking. The big blue, the sapphire that was just about 2 carats in size, that's still available for you. So let's recap that. If there's anything else you want to see before we go, I still have an amethyst to show you. We have some yellow diamond drops. We got a big aqua. Look at this pendant. I mean, just for fun here. This is really special. Look at this big, big, big aqua. Isn't that something? That's a pendant. So statement piece for your neckline. Then we've got, thank you, Ginger, for the request. Again, I'm 0 for 3 on requests. So if you made a request and it was, or let's say this, if you saw a request that was for somebody else, but you liked it, you can still take advantage because we have a lot of great pieces requested. They're still here. Look at this. This is the amethyst. Okay. Designer cut, specialty look. Item number is 112-6518. And congratulations on the hoops. They continue to be popular. I just move on because we've got a few other pieces you haven't seen before. And then we'll recap that color change sphene pendant's got to be recapped as well because that's got to go. But this is the 436. It's a fancy cut, still is a take on a cushion cut. So it's not going to be way out there. It's not, again, too crazy. It's just a cushion cut with some extra faceted edges. You see this pave. It totally encircles the stone, gives you a little point down the sides and in through the center, accentuating that specialty cut. Lots of blues, pinks, reds coming through on that stone. That's our 38 points in diamonds. White gold is how it stays. This is a lot of gold. And again, we'd probably be better off melting it. Rest assured we will. If it's to stay here tonight, we can melt that down this evening. But again, if you'd like it, white gold only, we'll size it for you. We're going to do that for a better price than this whole $32.99 I'd like to stay away from if we can on an amethyst. So you get the better value, you get the big savings, you get a chance to really shine here. And amethyst is all about quality because it's everywhere. There's so many stones that I can show you here on the show that I can say, honestly, you cannot find anywhere else. Then there's amethyst. I'd be lying if I said you couldn't find it. What you can't find is really the good quality. It's one thing to find an amethyst and just see a kind of staple of a quality, kind of the basic, the ordinary. It's another thing to find it like this, with bright saturated purples and blues and red flashes. It's kind of doing what Tanzanite does, but a different ratio of the colors. And we're doing it for $9.99. So a big value on the ring. I'll try it on for you as well. It's kind of like a split shank into a split shank. It kind of feels like between the pave on the sides, and then that's going to kind of set down into the center of another split shank. It feels almost like an interwoven band. And $9.99, white gold only, huge value there. Big moment for our amethyst lovers there, no doubt about it. And it's funny how the mimicking of the cutting, you see the outside has those points. The same thing happens internally on the stone too. You see a real match in the way that the facets come to play here in this almost crisscrossing X design. It's almost reminiscent of a radiant cut. And that is really kind of replicating what you see on the outside with those little extra points. Okay, so sphene lovers, here you go. This is the 9414 color changing sphene that we've brought you out in the first hour. Jason, what'd you pick up over there? Fantastic. And here we go. Radiant cut, color change variety, sphene pendant, only one. This is like 2 stones in one, and I realize I can only move it so much without making you seasick at home. So what I want to do is show you how it moves. Now, when it's on the neckline, you're going to have that even more powerfully. I can show that to you when it's on the hand. It'll be a little, I won't be contorting. But here we are with a carat 35 radiant cut, color change sphene. 42 points is the diamond weight. That's going to be the double halo and the bail. So you see, it's one stone, but because this cutting is honestly a radiant like I've never seen before, do you see all that it's doing here? Forget about fireworks. This is more like something, I don't know, what would be more, I don't know, like a meteor shower is what this feels like, but in all the colors of the rainbow, where all this material, of course, green that's going to go to red if you change your light source, all that bright, brilliant, amazing rainbow coloring. It's brilliant beyond. It is 42 points. Forget about the diamonds. Who cares? It's about the sphene. And the sphene, being the size of 135, is huge for this stone. It doesn't come readily available in bigger sizes. You've got a chance to steal one from me. I know it's Wednesday. I know what Wednesdays are about. Here's what we've got to do to make this better than $49.99. And come on in, because this is that rarity. I know I see the water spot just now. I'll try to polish that up as best I can. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. So now you're seeing, kind of replicating the movement it's going to have. I mean, nothing moves quite like a piece on your neckline, because we are breathing, walking, talking beings. So your necklaces, just even if you're still the air that you breathe, the breaths you take is going to give it the movement to show off that beautiful brightness. So you're not waiting for a special environment unless you're waiting to see the color change. 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'll show it to you on the neckline. We're going to get it at home. It's affordable. It's one of the only affordable ways to get a color change sphene in your repertoire. And here it is when there are bend rings, and they are rare to, they're very quick to go, because I think we all know how delightful they are, how unique they are, how they go with everything as well, how they're bringing diamond but better. So it's like diamond brilliance but way better. And here's what it looks like again up close. And we're going to do better than even $19.99. That's where it should be. Best case scenario. We're instead bringing it much lower. I just have never seen a radiant quite like this, where it really does. I mean, it looks like 2 separate stones with 2 separate cuts, and instead they're completely replicating each other. I mean, the faceting is doing the same thing. I've just never seen anything quite like it. It's like a kaleidoscope on steroids. It is so amazing. And it's not 19, 18, 17. I'm blowing it out. It's $16.99 for that collectible. And this is where, again, if you are somebody who worries about wearing softer stones on your hand in your rings, well, perfect. This is a softer stone. You always want to use caution if you're wearing it as a ring. You don't need to wear caution if you're wearing it as a pendant. Wear it, enjoy it, live in it, and love it. And then watch the compliment. I think it's going to be more mesmerizing. It's going to be really people mesmerized by it. How is that stone doing what it's doing? And then not to mention when it turns red in a different light source, what that's going to do when it turns red. Oh my goodness, your green into your red. Come on in and take it. That's $16.99. That's got to go. We're going to recap the big sapphire. There are values that really should not be here. So I've shown you a lot of great values tonight, sure. But this is the kind of value that should not be here, because I think it's one of those simple cases of we don't see a lot of big sapphires. And you know why we don't see a lot of big sapphires when I bring you rare every day? It's because the big sapphires, this doesn't happen in the 50 pointers and the 60 pointers, but in the big stones that go well over a carat, they get too pricey for us, too pricey to show you. So it is rare to see a nearly 2 carat. The largest stone I have in all of my sapphire category is a 4 carat blue. That's as large as they get in our inventory. So it's not like other stones where I can bring out a 30 carater. That doesn't work that way. So here's our blue sapphire, 112-7479. One last call. It was on a wheel earlier, so you may not be surprised by this, but I just wanted to give it its own moment in the spotlight. 1 carat in diamonds, solid platinum, and there is a lot of platinum here. It's a big old platinum piece. It's a big old hunk of platinum. And that's what happens when you've got a wide band. But look at this. Let's come in close. I'm not shy about showing you that inner clarity it has. Sapphires are not a stone that readily come with clarity. That's eye clean. You're seeing that here. We've got the baguettes. They kind of tilt in to that valley through the center. Then you've got so rare. It's like a texturing meets diamonds. They did the diamonds burnished and then they textured the platinum in between just subtly, because quite frankly, the whole thing looks like diamond pave when you see it on the hand, but that's really just a really cool texture meets setting. Now we've got the great value. It started, yes, this one started at $12,999. We're making it, oh, that's a heavy piece. It's always a little shocking to pick up these platinum pieces here as well because they are, so surprisingly weighty compared to everything else we bring. And you've got that here. So say what you will about platinum and its value right now compared to gold, but it is very hefty. It's still that dense metal that we really know if you love feeling quality, you want to feel quality and see quality, you get to do that in platinum. And it's also going to be better than 12. And remember, we got this down on a wheel price. It was a big old blowout. A lot of sapphires that already found their homes. We saw that big ruby as well. This one's going to be better than 10,000, 5,000, 4,000, or 3. And right there, I think you've hit the sweet spot of pricing at a $29.99 deal. Instead, even less. And there's one chance to pick it up, and that is right now, because it's the end of the show. We have 13 minutes to go. We see you tomorrow. How about 5 o'clock? It's a date. All right, let's do it. Let's make this better than even 25. Better than 24 and better than $23.99. We've got one, and I'm blowing it out for $2,299 for a platinum and sapphire, just shy of 2 carats. Looks like 2 carats all day. And then Alexandrite lovers, just realized I have not shown you an Alexandrite today. I got one. It's in, actually, I've got 3. They're in a necklace, in a beautiful platinum necklace with chain, pendant chain, the whole thing. You're going to see it next. It's amazing. $79.93 is on the way. Let's show this on the hand. This is one of those that's really going to be awkward to show on the up close because the Alexandrites are set independently. You see how they're moving amongst the oval shape of diamonds there? It's in platinum. 7993 is your number. It's got a lot of diamonds and then this beautiful oval with those actual Alexandrites bezel set right in between. And they do. They're made and set independently of one another. You've got over an inch here in length. It's just a little over an inch. I would say 1 1/8 inches. Nothing much more than that. We're going to show it to you on. This comes with a 16-inch chain. Now, for those of you that say, oh, I can't wear that. Well, that's okay, because this will come off that chain, and you can use it with other things. So a diamonds by the yard, perhaps. Something else you have in your chain collection. If it's a white metal like platinum, sterling silver, or white gold, it's going to work beautifully with this. But it's going to be, I mean, I have to show it up close because you're, who's buying jewelry, seeing it from afar? I don't know. Some people do, I guess. I've heard that. I don't know how. But this is what it looks like. Just know that the stones are going to move a little bit, and that's just because it wants to be a cool setting when you see it. But I'm going to try to show you what I can here independently. So we'll kind of take a look at the diamonds now straight up, then we'll show you the Alexandrites best I can because they're really going to sit like this. So again, they're showing purple already. They've got that blue-green into purple color. Let me go ahead and zoom back. This is just the trickier one to show, which is why nobody wants to show it, which is why we got to mark it down. So that way we can get it to you, okay? We'll get it to you. We'll send it right out. It comes with a chain. Discard it, sell it if you want to, give it away as a gift if you want to, if you need a longer length. The point is it's free. You're not paying for the chain, so I don't think it's really what we're super concerned about, but I just want to at least get you a look at the Alexandrites because they're important. They're very important. And you've got the triple row here. Of course, it'd be nice when they have a little background to sit upon like your neckline. And we're going to do this for, let's just see who's out there. Let's just check it out. We got a $4,999 piece, really strong, 100% color change Alexandrites, platinum setting, chain included. Let's blow it out. $999. 10 minutes to go in Wednesday night. And this is $999. And do you see how they're actually, It's bezel, but it's also prong. So what we call a dual setting. You've got the bezels around the stones. You've got those ovals, which is nice because sometimes you see the rounds and they're real small. Not here. They're all about 7 points apiece. Yeah. This one's gone. Congratulations. All right. So back to our sapphire we go. There's the blue sapphire. Just a heads up, last look at that one. We'll get you a look at our, anybody like that big aqua? What about our yellow diamond trillion cut earrings? There are yellow diamonds in a drop in the earring. I also want to show you the highway ring. These were a few of our pieces here earlier tonight. Just don't want you to miss them. These are, look at that, wide band. That's 18 karat gold. Forget the platinum. Let's show you what 18 karat gold looks like. More 18 karat gold than I have in anything else. It's 112-7432. Let me know who's got the sapphire because we're verifying it. It's 9 minutes left to go. So you know this is when everybody's making their choices here. Everyone's making their decisions on what they got to have before the show is over. Here we go with the carat 65. Diamond highway ring. It's essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 6 rows. I see 6 bands of 18 karat solid gold. That's a lot going on. Yes. Oh, okay, so they did a swap-a-roo? Okay. So we're gonna bring back the ruby from earlier as well, which I will then sell 3 times. It's nothing like selling one-of-a-kinds 3 times every night, but you know, sometimes we gotta do it, just to make sure everybody's getting exactly what they want. This ruby, by the way, that we rejected so many people because it sold. It sold twice actually so far. We're gonna go for 3rd time's a charm, and we're gonna give that platinum 60-point ruby, that gorgeous colorway, stays in platinum 33 points in diamonds. That is only $777. So again, this might be your meant to be moment. If you missed out twice, it is back again because they just swapped it for the Alexandrite. So you get this one for $777 for the ruby. And then let's talk about this highway design. 6 rows of 18 karat gold with a carat 65 of either really good baguettes or really big round brilliants. The round brilliants are massive. And I don't have a breakdown on which is which, but those round brilliants have got to be 10 points apiece at least. So a lot of your diamond weight are in those round brilliants that are set between the different rows of gold. Again, white metal sometimes means platinum. This is 18 karat gold. That's a huge upgrade. And this is only $29.99. That is it. So that is one of our values. I wanted to recap. It was from our early part of the show. Wanted to give you another look at that. Don't forget about the ruby for $777. We'll give it an up-close look again at that one because no way we're leaving a big ruby there for $777. That's not going to happen. Also had that big opal. The big opal was 10 carats 95 in size. And that had 2 carats plus in diamonds. It was only $99.99. So some great options and opportunities for you. I want to thank you for watching and shopping tonight, as we do have a final 6 minutes to go, actually 7. So 7 minutes to go. Last call on anything you need to see. If you have questions about anything, Jason's your guy. He'll answer your questions. I can as well, but he'll be better at that because he'll actually pick up the phone. And we've got any questions you have at all. If you want to see something again, let me know. We can show you one more thing. We can show you 2 more things. Whatever you need to see. That ruby I'm going to show again because that one's got to go again. $777 on the ruby that you saw. Take a look at this. Our highway design for $29.99. Okay, so the ruby gets another little bit of love here. We're going to show you $74.74. I'll be saying that item number in my sleep. Look at that. $74.74 is our platinum style. Baguettes and rounds. I love the baguettes flaring out the east and west like that. Just an ideal ruby. Now, it's not 5 carats. I don't have any 5 carat rubies. I wish I did. I had 2 carat earlier. It's nice. 2 carat was $4 grand. This one, 777. Lucky number. So who knows? It might just be your lucky ring right there. I know it's your lucky day because it's a meant to be moment. It's only, it's been here. This is the 3rd airing of this ring, and it has sold 2 other times. But listen, you got to get what's perfect for you. And if Alexandrite was more your speed, the ruby just goes to somebody else because it's a beautiful color. It's got what rubies don't usually have, which is clarity, crystallinity, as a matter of fact. You get to see right through that stone. It's clean, it's bright, it's glowing that secondary blue. It really does not get better than that ruby at $777. So that's a huge value. Stays in the platinum as well. If you have any other questions about what we have had on the show tonight, 3 hours has just flown right by, and we hope you found something that you loved. Any questions before we go? Yes. I would love to. Oh, good. Who got it? Congratulations. Hi, Paulette. Oh, she's going to love it. I feel like I know her as a lover of diamonds, And obviously nothing better than that ring. And Paulette, earlier I had it on all the different, larger fingers here. So if you're thinking about sizing it, how do you want to size it? That could go middle finger or index finger as well. So just some options. Doesn't need, I know it's a little wide. I've got these, long fingers. But if you want to have, if you've got a little more real estate here or here, we can size it for you to fit those fingers as well. So it's a great candidate for those, those different fingers of the hand. Not all rings work there. I think this one works beautifully there. So back to our ruby we go, because I think that one's going as well. The highway ring just sold. It stays in white gold and Paulette's choice. Yes. Ruby? Yeah, just tell me. Jason's not, he's not in charge. I mean, he's our question guy, but that one's gone. All right. And then let me just show these. We haven't seen these yet today. They're always really tough to set up. So give me a second here, because there they are. These are the trillion cut yellow diamond drops with the white diamonds in pave. So our ruby's gone, our highway ring's gone. I think the sapphire is the only thing here that I've recapped here. So the blue sapphire, time to go ahead and grab that while you can. And then look at this yellow diamond lever back stock. So this is the lever back as far as just the closure. The diamonds are huge. Let me go ahead and zoom back so you can see the whole darn things. And then we're going to show you, white diamonds and yellow diamonds. And how cool is it to see a trillion? Item number is 1129085. These are what I intended to wear all night. Well, better late than never, as they say. We've got the gorgeous pave. It's 128 just in the yellow diamonds. So you got a good 65 pointer there on each. Plus the white diamonds at 26. So you're getting over a carat and a half. They're in the yellow gold, or you can change them to white, or you can change them to rose, whatever you want to do there. But that is going to be, okay, I got to make this fast because we have 3 minutes to go. These are supposed to be $14,999. It's what happens when you get big diamonds, especially big fancy cuts in the fancy colors. Here's what they look like from a distance. I'll show you the measurement. They are only $2,499. And there's your drop. They are at 1 3/4. Let me show them to you on. Real easy lever back. So it's a real simple style. I love a good, it's the reason I'm not wearing my own earrings, because my backings were, missing in action today. So I really just, again, was going to borrow these and then just forgot to put them on. So here's what they look like from a distance away, just so you can see how stunning that length is going to be. Not too long. I mean, this is not, I know it's longer than we see. Usually it's not a half or a 3/4, but not too long. Not, yes. Oh, the ruby's already sold. Unless we need to sell it a 4th time. But the ruby's already sold. All right, so it just looks like our blue sapphire from our recaps. And there are the yellow diamond earrings. All right, back to the wheel we'll go. All right, well, see, just it happens that way. Spend a whole night trying to sell a ring, and then you want to sell it 18 times. I can't do it. We got one of a kinds like these earrings are. So again, it always helps to dial in quickly. If you have requests you want to make for tomorrow or Friday, whatever day is your best to shop, we're here with you Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, 5 to 8. That's all Pacific time, 8 to 11 Eastern. I'm with you guys on Saturday and Sunday mornings. It's 10 to 1. That's 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. And we have some big values like those gorgeous designer drop earrings that I've been previewing. They're coming up this weekend. There's a big yellow diamond necklace with over a half carat yellow. That's coming up this weekend. So we got some really cool pieces, and anything you'd like to ask about, this is the time to do it. There's still the gigantuous opal. Such a good collector's stone. This opal is major. This is the opal that we had earlier for $99.99. That is it. That is stunning. And it's got over 2 carats in diamonds as well. That's only $9,999. And I say only because I mean only. That should have been big money, $72,000. So there we have it. $99.99 on the opal in platinum with $215 in diamonds. We have our sapphire, that big bold sapphire band, also still here if you want that nearly 2 carat cornflower blue with that baguette and round band. Grab it quickly. And the ruby, the ruby gone. So last call, and if you have any questions, the color change sphene is still here. $16.90. Wait a minute. It was shocking the first hour. It's shocking in the last minute. Look at that. That's my $16.99 color change radiant cut sphene. So $16.99 if you'd like to get that. Give us a call. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. The phone lines stay open for you. There's our number. You can call it in and we'll help you out with anything. If you want to make a request or pick something up tonight before it's gone, this is the time to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for shopping. Thank you so much to our brand new registers and shoppers. And by the way, we're back to do it again tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern. I will see you for 3 hours of incredible jewelry for our big Thursday. Looking forward to it. I cannot wait. Is there anything better than to shop for jewelry live? These great values, making fine jewelry more affordable than ever possible. And I mean that now more than ever before. So last chance, last call. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for being with me. I'm Lauren Blair. there. And again, join me tomorrow. I'll see you at 5 o'clock Pacific time. We will see you then.